Alright, hi everybody, welcome back to the second part of our King Puff tournament, our fourth King Puff Cup. We got a lot of matches to go, and probably the most exciting matches to go, as the best face off against each other. I'm really hyped to be joined again with Dipshit here, and casting together with him again.
Yeah.
So, where... Oh, sorry. Is there problems with the stream?
No, it's with the Twitch interface.
Oh, okay, it's with Twitch. Okay, never mind then. Not my mistake. You guys are doing it wrong. Alright, guys. So yeah, we're having the first match against Tempax versus Sinilil. Yeah. First match, 3:33. Alright, I'm ready?
Yep.
Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hot Yomu on fucking Tracer action.
Genji needs healing. So yeah, we see Setsu against Apep. Apep definitely with the wrong...
I'm thinking Leto deck. Yep, Leto deck.
Apep again though with the wrong... Oh, is that... No, that's a real one, okay. But Apep with the wrong arena. Doesn't fit him. Damn, but Tempax doesn't have anything to really tank for the cleaver. So he does... Wow.
Sure he does, it's his face.
What? He just ignored the cleaver basically. He took... Why didn't he kill it with his cleaver? Why is he taking this damage? Wow. That is insane. That is 4 hits from one single cleaver. Wow, what a costly play there. And really greedy for playing his own cleaver at the top so far away. Wow.
Okay, bye, Setsu.
Nice. Well, nice tanking and not doing anything. Again, tanking with the face. This feels so bad. Oh god, Sinil, man. Sasha is wrecking Tempax here. He's showing him the danger of the cleavers. Wow. 2 cleavers? That's all he needed? And Tempax is already nearly dead. 610 HP, cycling for 2 beams and he's done. Top 1 is real.
Oh, not quite.
And that's the next beam and it's gone. Wow. Just 1 beam. Sinil is just cycling for the next beam and it's done. That is insane. Wow.
Yep.
I would have never thought that like a former winner of this tournament twice would be destroyed like this. This is insane.
Keeps saying this, but like he keeps taking cleavers to the face. He's been doing that for 3 tournaments now.
Ask me before this match and I would have said, yo, Tempax, of course, I'm gonna bet my money all on it. But wow, that is wow. I'm missing the words, man. But do you think, like, did you see the answers he had? I guess he didn't really have something to tank, right? Or was I missing it? He had cleaver. He had
Swarmers.
All right, yeah. At one point he had Swarmers. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if he can step it up a little bit because he definitely needs to if he wants to stay in the tournament. So yeah, Tempax versus Sinil. Second match. 3, 2, 1. So he stays with the same deck, and Sinil, you know, he was doing really well with that sort of surprise swarm deck before. Not sure if it's a good option as a second one. It was really good against the at the last round, you know, surprise factor.
Well, if I had to guess, Sasha's going for a second surprise factor here, changing up the deck. and going with the exact opposite of what it was last time. Rather than it being big cleavers, we got big swarm.
Yeah, I don't know. It could, it could be that he thinks Tempox will prepare now against cleavers, and he wants to mind game that. I like the version of it that he played before better. Like, play against the opponent twice if you lose twice with the same deck, and getting the opponent a somewhat secure feeling. He thinks you can play that deck only, or maybe more control you overall or whatever. But now, it changed up as first. Yeah. Holding a lot of mana, and now there's a cleaver
we're just sitting on 10.
And that is what
still sitting on 10.
That stuff is really. Oh god, Blood Imps to defend.
I mean, they do DPS.
But still, man, that was really costly. And that combo, Setsu and Cleaver, is just you just gotta be careful about that. Nice, well cleared at the bottom. Tranquil Shiho, man, I love seeing that card right now. Oh wow, what a great card for 10 bucks.
Oh, not in time.
Oh, it's so close. I mean, imagine if that didn't kill it. Imagine, I think Timothy would have been dead right there, straight off the bat.
Nah, he had a fireball still.
Did he have mana for it though?
They're the same mana cost.
Yeah, but if he plays one first and misses 4 mana for the fireball follow-up, if that one didn't...
I mean, they came out, what, 2 seconds later, so at most, Timpax would have taken around 700 damage.
Yeah, I guess. And their Cleaver at the top. Wow, lucky focus on the Bannerman at the bottom. Oh god, these Blood Imps! And that Annihilator behind Cleaver. This is what we were talking about earlier, guys. Support your Cleaver with an Annihilator or Setsu. That's gonna get you through. That's gonna be hurting. And,
yeah, Sasha's in trouble.
There's the beam.
Yep, beam.
So, wow, that was complete switch up of roles, man. That was just Tampax showing you no mercy, and just what a insane turn. They just completely swapped roles, right? First round, Tampax had nowhere there. He didn't even find the board with his cards, and this time, Sinnoh just sitting on 10 mana and didn't play anything. Like, he didn't know what could I play efficiently or well, and
yeah, I mean, he lost 5-6 mana to just sitting there at 10 that one time. That's way too much to just go by.
And this is this position in a best of 3 again is really, really horrible. You are so fast on the spot. Like, okay, if I lose one more match, I'm out, and this is going to be really stressful. As I was playing in the tournament, I really felt that stress. Every time I would lose one match, I was completely stressed out, and I was totally on my nerves. And yeah, so let's see how these guys will handle it. Both players now with 1 win, and yeah, starting in 3, 2, 1.
You just need to be zen.
Be zen or Setsu.
That's how you win tournaments. Zen habit.
I'll let you be my coach next tournament. Getting in my head, supporting me. But wow, what is this deck? Oh my god, are you seeing this? Sinil's hand. It's a complete face deck. Tempox will think it's the same deck as before. Double Cleaver, that's gonna be the same deck, and he doesn't know what's coming for him. Oh my god, if these two propellers get in behind that Cleaver, oh god, that's gonna be a fireball. And now there's Zeppelins. No,
I wouldn't go for it.
Really, I would have just went with the 2 Zeppelins behind the Cleaver back. Let the Cleaver tank. And then... It's triple Zeppelin. Oh god, he takes the enemy Cleaver. He's gonna Setsu jump triple Zeppelin here. This is insane. That's gonna be the Grenadier now defensive. And that's it. Oh god, here we go. Tempox he's on 1 shot. It's the perfect timing. Tempox has no reload. Tempox needs to reload. Xiaolong in the back. Xiaolong punishing for every spell. Set's jump coming in, but Set's is gonna tank. This is insane. This is such a good play. Sinil, what a game. Wow! Sinel is taking this format to the next level.
That came down to the fireball not being in hand.
Wow. I mean, look, just one bomb is enough. That's the fireball that he needs. That's the cleaver. Oh, no. Yeah, it is. Okay.
But the illusory explosion will finish it.
Wow. Wow, Sinel, man. You have just gotten a new fan. I mean, guys, this is... I'm just baffled. He did exactly the same as before. He has one more trump up his sleeve. The first match he went 1-1 as well. First, letting the enemy feel secure, feeling okay, I got this. I figured out how Sinel is playing. He's playing control, and then he pops out this Rash Rambo deck out of nowhere, completely swarming the enemy. And now again against Tempox, arguably one of the a participant with every tournament, everyone we played yet, and just taking him out like that. That is wow. I'm just baffled. Well done.
And if Timpax was 2 cards further into his cycle, it wouldn't have worked at all.
Oh, the fireball being ready?
Yep.
Oh yeah, man, that sucks. I mean, that feels bad if you... Oh, wow, but you can't expect this, right? You just don't know it's happening. There's no way to anticipate something crazy like this. That's just... I don't know, I'm still baffled, guys. I'm still flashed from that round, dude. That is just gotta be the highlight of this tournament, this match, and these set of matches from these two people. Insane. And yeah. Alright,
that title card does not have anywhere near enough 7s on
it. Rush second versus Video Gamer next round. First one, 325. Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh god, we see a Video Gamer Rush deck, but with Beam? Rappo?
It's a decent cover.
And why would you play Dragon Whelp in a Rappo deck? Don't you just go Propeller Scraps?
What? Why would you do that?
I don't know, it's a weird hunch.
The 50 DPS Whelp versus the 120 damage Deca.
120 damage if you play King Puff. It's not King Puff.
I said Deca.
Oh, okay. Okay, Deca. But it's more Deca.
Whatever.
If you're gonna go smart on me, I'm gonna go back. What late. Dude, look at his hand. This is so awkward. Double Fireball and Beam.
There's a lot of fireballs.
I feel... Look at this matchup as well. I feel this is completely handled in the air. Like, everything happening is completely off the ground. That heal. Blood Imps, man. Blood Imps. Most people playing Blood Imps. I'm really not liking this one.
This game is going to be decided by those Blood Imps.
But he played that really nice. Video Gamer won both bridges in that small engagement. Both players so cheap. I wonder what Rush second got for 0 mana. Was it another Propeller Scrap? A Fireball value! Wow! That is so good. Oh, these Fireballs on the Blood Imps. I think... Do you think they're worth it? If you Fireball 3 Blood Imps, do you think that's worth it and that's efficient play?
450 damage to face? Yeah.
But it's 4 mana,
That's more
right?
than a beam. That's more than beam to the face.
No, I guess. Or I guess...
I mean, you would need to know what else your opponent is running.
I guess it's Fireball. No, Healing Fireball from Rush, right? He wouldn't play Healing Fireball in this deck. Is it? Oh yeah, he just confirmed, okay. It's Healing... Rush second got Healing Fireball for 0 mana. I wonder though why he's only playing Illusionary Cleaver as APAP and not a real Cleaver as well. At least I haven't seen it.
Looks like he just wants his deck to be super cheap.
But I could see why that's a thing. Oh, this healing fireball actually gets value, but I still like at least one big minion. I don't think that would be.
I mean, this deck is completely about efficiency. Low mana, constant storm. You get the free cards that allow you to keep going even more. You get the shield totem to protect you from the blood imp damage.
But you still you don't use healing imp, and wow, that is such an inefficient beam. Oh god, that hurts. But yeah, he doesn't play the healing fireball. The heal imp, the heal puff, and he's just slowly taking a lot of damage, right? I think he's playing for the complete bridge control. That's all good, but I still think he's missing something. I mean, his constant pressure is working well for him, but I would think like something like Annihilator. If Value Gamer was playing that, or you know, Infiltration, Cleaver, he would have real issues, I think.
If Video Gamer did not have this beam.
Oh, nice placement there, Shield Totem. That was a fireball that went to nothing. And that could have been 600 damage because there was four fireball, full fire splits. These fireballs are so inefficient, they're so costly. But they're dead cards in his hand as well, so...
Yeah, Video Gamer is just in a bad spot. He's basically got 2 dead cards in his hand. The beam and the imps. So he has to just play what comes into those other 2 slots whenever they're up.
And he has to play against all those air units, right? I think Rush just has more air. And since Video Gamer is only playing his own air units against air, he just doesn't have options, right? He doesn't have the answer to it.
Death by Blood Imp. On Blood Imp.
Oh, well played, man. Well played by by Rush Second. Taking the first win here. And yeah, just completely dominating the board and the bridges. Because I think his deck was just more aggressive than Video Gamer's. Video Gamer was too defensive, too controlly with his spells, and yeah, but just got outvalued.
Pretty much.
I'm just missing the game. Verse second versus Video Gamer. There we go. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Infiltration on KingPuff.
I mean,
I don't like it.
You can get bridge value, but will you? I don't know. I mean, actually,
you can force it. It's kind of like playing the propellers, and we got a Blood Imps walking into a Colossus.
Oh god, that's gonna be so much damage. Lucky for him.
Except,
wow, Rush Second, so lucky. Not even one reached it. Yo, but if you're able to kite the Colossus for a few seconds, those plasma marines, how much DPS would the infiltration do? Do you know?
I believe it's 48.
Swap? Wow! What is swap? But the attack still went through. He still lost two infiltrations. Still, nice swap there, nice playing out the game, and you know, Video Gamer's heal fireballs went into nothing. I just wonder how much DPS they could do once they really, you know, are on the bridge and get plus 25.
Oh, when they're on the bridge, let's see, they do 48 straight up. They do
how fast
25 on 0.9 seconds, which is about
So that's
26. It's 27.
Yeah. So they do like 150 DPS. Or 130, something like that.
It's a ballpark of about 120 DPS.
Yeah. So that's pretty
And
insane.
it's ranged DPS.
Yeah. So if he gets that going, that Colossus will not reach them. I don't think so. And even if he would reach them, he could still swap.
Yep.
Really efficient fireball here. I wonder why he's not putting him on the clock with a beam to the face. I guess he's scared of the Colossus, but oh, that's swap. I would just beam the video game in the face, man. I don't know. Now he needs to let him. Oh god, what did these buttons do? Those plasma marines, they're getting great value. The infiltration just seems to be such a good pickup here for a second. And yeah, I would just say cycle for the beam, beam the face of Video Gamer twice, but Video Gamer now has the totem. So beaming his face is only possible if you really bait out the totem first. Wow,
Or just eat him with whelps.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. I was a greedy beam, halfway to the hero and half. And he was trying to end the game and kill the Colossus. I'm not sure I agree with that. Swap him at the edge of it and then go Legionnaires?
You can spawn them and have them walk into him and then swap. Like that.
Yeah.
My problem was Video Gamer predicted it.
It was nice to predict, and still, like, how many healing fireballs does he have? 3? 2?
I think he has 2.
If he's able to support that a little bit better. God, those dragons, man. Playing double dragon is so harsh against Colossus. A Video Gamer needs to have the shield now. The beam is going to come in any second. There's a shield, and that's it. That's GG. Well played, Video Gamer. Nice try with the Colossus. But again, we didn't see the Colossus work. Most of the time it doesn't. And a nice finish off by Rush second. Yeah, guys, thank Whispering Wisp for the overlay. He did this, and I really am thankful for this. And I hope you guys enjoyed, even though it does put a little timer in between matches because I have to set up the names and stuff. But yeah, I think it's a really great thing as well. So yeah, next game is me.
Ew.
Ew. What the hell? Rigged game, rigged stream, rigged tournament.
Didn't you just disqualify everyone you went up against?
Kazanorica was only the beginning. right before every game, I told everyone, dude, don't worry, you can use Rammer. Don't worry, I'll let it pass. And then after the game, I'm like, haha, look at that, he used Rammer. 3 FFA, help me ban him. That's exactly what happened. Damn.
Cheater.
You just told everybody. Damn you. So yeah, bad habit against Paco. Are you ready?
Yep.
Alright, starting the game in 3, 2, 1.
Back in the losers bracket.
Thanks for pointing that out. This is back in the losers bracket.
No problem.
Round 2. Bad habit versus pesky Paco, you know. Look at him being all green and you know, casual. Not having enough money to buy a decent home. So yeah, aggressive Setsu deck on the left with real cleaver and fake cleaver, dragons, Xiaolong.
I don't like this deck out of Paco. Double Bridge Shrine, Colossus, King Puff.
I mean, again, if you kill those bridge, he's again using them both next to the hero. Setsu now clearing up the first, second one cleared up by cleaver. You know, he's, even though he has 2 bridge shrines, he's behind in experience now. And that at the cost of 6 mana, he's still behind. So really inefficient use there. I think again, fireball ready for Setsu as well. If he does it again, placing it next to the hero, he's gonna get punished for it.
Man, it's going to be a big punish.
And there's the Colossus. No answer on the hand of Setsu right now. Xiaolong, yeah, well, a little bit DPS, but just playing for not wasting mana, but still not efficient. And you don't want to. You can't really play random, right? You don't want to waste your answers. You don't want to waste the cleaver. Don't want to waste the infiltration. But wow, this Xiaolong got value. A sneaky swap in the last second. And there's a protection. Now, if he...
Looks like you forgot that you were up against a King Puff.
Yeah, indeed, man. You need to still answer for the Colossus, but the range beams are so far away from any support that you could give them. Yeah, so that Colossus is gone. Does do one hit, though. And Setsu didn't get much work done, so she was not that efficient. Crossbow dude's buying a little bit of time. Dragon
not
clearing up
enough.
the card. Oh, and that's gonna be Fireball? Yeah. That was a healing Fireball, that's the wrong one. Fireball? Oh, I think I was aligning the Fireball that way that hits both the Shrine and the Annihilator. Yeah, and already low HP, Setsu coming in, killing both Shrines on the top. That's what you get for placing them so close. Guys, do mind, if you play on ladder, do place those Shrines further away from your hero, so make sure they can't be hit with a single beam and Fireball. Should place them around here and here. So that... Yeah, Paco man being at 530 HP, there's no way he's gonna win this. Infiltration and Setsu jump being ready. That's gonna be the sneaky jump, right? Yeah, there it is. Sneaky jump and Plasma Marines. Jump a little bit too late, but you know, it still doesn't matter. Whatever way you handle it.
And the Fireball for reload.
So yeah, that was, I think, not enough value from the bridge shrines that he had, and Colossus not being able to support it. I think Colossus plus infiltration would be a good thing, because a lot of times we see Colossus dying to the air units in the opposing half of the map, and yeah, just having no support really makes it easy to pick off. So yeah, second round, Habit versus Pacomaniac. You ready?
Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Both players switching up their decks. I'm not sure if I really think it's a smart choice to switch up the decks while you're winning. I think as long as you're winning...
I think it's a good idea, because when you're winning, you can expect your opponent to try and counter what you just played. So changing your deck to something else that would counter the counter would generally be the smart thing to do. Especially when you know your opponent can play more than one deck.
Yeah, indeed. Those Plasma Marines at the top, clearing that Shrine, this is really important, and does put the both players on roughly equal footing on experience-wise. And that is dearly needed. As APEP player, you really would watch out that King Puff is not going ahead and not, striving too far ahead in experience. That's really important. Now that's a bait cleaver, getting the bridge and then dying. Real cleaver here, and Xiaolong slow and steady clearing up that stuff at the top. Lucky for King Puff here that there's no beam on the cleaver now, which would have been insane value.
There is a Colossus available.
Oh, and there's a beam. Is it in time? There's a beam. Colossus and face, and another 150 damage for that healing fireball from Xiaolong. So that was quick 550 damage. So those scrats, man, the propeller scrats, not doing much damage, but are certainly annoying. And here at the top we see the big buff, or the big strong thing about the dragon, right? Or any flying unit. Attacking the opponent unit and still keeping the bridge after you follow it. That is so strong. Fireball, instant hit on the infiltration and on the hero, so that was really efficient. But the field is definitely not the one from KingPuff, even though, you know, he should be having a nice time controlling the field. Especially experience-wise, he's not far ahead, even though with the bridge shrine, he should be. Again, same deal. Wow, that healing fireball did no damage. That totem getting so much value. I mean, that was...
And the problem here is Paco's struggling to get to the face. The propellers aren't, like, even if they were somehow to get to the face, they don't do enough damage.
Yeah, it was 550 damage though, well played by him using the shield there. But, you know, as KingPuff is struggling to get a place on the field, he's not, you know, having the right place. Fireball? No? Too greedy? Okay, developing the board rather with the cleaver himself, pushing top and bottom. Fighting on the bridge here, maybe? No? No. It's not on the bridge, not letting him on it.
Alright.
Cleaver hitting the face though, nice 300 damage, that's 600 damage, fireball 750. Oh, that's a lot of damage coming in right now. That's 3 hits from that cleaver. Paco, you need to deal with that cleaver.
This could easily be game.
That's another one. Oh, this hurts so bad. Wow. And that's, you know, that it's unfortunate because I think Paco really played well, and he had good plays there. It just was one second he was not paying attention and playing it wrong, and got punished for it so hard.
I mean, he couldn't get to have its face, and he couldn't answer that final push there as the mana started coming in faster.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you know, just chipping away at the health was not fast enough indeed. Just couldn't get enough damage in. But I don't think his deck overall, like, I think it was punished hard that the opponent was using KingPuff and the high DPS that KingPuff has.
Yeah, that overpowered KingPuff.
So in the next match, Mephisto versus Jake. Jake, you know, getting kicked out by, or getting kicked to the lower bracket by Sinnoh before, with a surprising rush deck, and beating Nasty in a 2-0. So let's see how well he can do against one of the top players in the tournament, at least if he's able to play Stormbringer. I mean, that's what he does. Not much range units though, so let's see how I can handle it. Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1. Mephisto versus Jake. What a surprise! Who would have thought? Mephisto with the Stormbringer did some changes though. I guess getting knocked down, like he played against Terra before, right? And he lost against Undying Skeletons, and now his answer is playing them himself. And
his raging reinforcements are what lost him the game as well, and he's now running 2 of them.
Well, in the last one though, it got value for the 4 mana. I don't think they really were that bad. And I think the spear throwers, now that I actually saw what they can do as well, are really good pickups, right? They just deal with a dragon and then keep on being good board units. So they deal exactly with the one card that has been dominating the game and doing so much damage.
I don't like spear throwers. I find them too weak after they throw their spears.
Like not even in this set of rules.
Even in these rules, I don't like them. Like if they were 3 mana, I I'd support them more. At 4 mana, I find them too weak after they throw their spear.
I guess now we see, like, this is what we were talking about earlier, the shrines being a way better placement than the other guys that we saw before. Up here, it's out of fireball range, but still in range that King Puff can protect them. They're not as secure as behind your hero, but at least your hero doesn't get punished with fireball or beam. Problem is, against Stormbringer is going to shoot them. Nice.
Yeah, that's the reason that Stormbringer won the old Call to Arms wars, was because of his little pecs.
Yeah, man, I didn't. Oh God, this bridge game, Mephisto again losing the control game. You know, as Stormbringer, he's not on the bridges. Jake is just controlling this whole game. Jake is at 95 experience and Mephisto at 50, barely. So as soon as Jake hits level 3, he's just gonna keep ignoring all the minions that Mephisto is playing. And Mephisto again has the blue golem, hasn't played it yet though. I wonder what he's waiting for there. Oh, that's...
there it is.
I guess?
If I had to guess, he was waiting for his range buff, but he also didn't have much of a good opportunity to ever play it, because it'll just get eaten alive on the bridge.
Yeah, he's just so slow. And the propeller squads are just getting so much value on the bridge against big minions that are too slow to escape. And here again, that capture from the dragon at the top, while chasing. And that's the level 3. Now, I think the only way Jake loses now is if he doesn't ignore Mephisto's lane units. Like, he has to decide on one lane and push that one hard. Ignore the other ones and then, you know, do the face. Because if Mephisto gets level 3, I feel like the Stormbringer is just vastly superior than the King Puff level 3. That control he gives it is just too much. I just wonder what is...
As the mana comes up, I think this game goes towards Mephisto. It's a matter of surviving and catching up in EXP before Jake can reach Mana Frenzy.
I mean, we can see a lot of value here from the Raging Reinforcements, and Jake is just losing the board. He's just taking 1000 damage off the back of nothing. There's nothing dangerous. He shouldn't take 1000 damage to nothing. And
there were a number of undying skeletons on his face.
Yeah, but like nothing big, nothing dangerously where you would think like, okay, shit, I have to deal with this immediately. What chip damage? Just small little pesky chip damage.
I mean, undying skeletons, they're sneaky with their little damage. You might not think it's much, but it adds up pretty quick.
Yeah, indeed. Wow, Jake was playing so well before, and now he's just, I don't know, he's giving it away. He's not playing the value game at all. It's just defending awkward, not having the bridges, taking the damage even though he has level 3. And yeah, now Mephisto's level 3, and that's it. That's a surprisingly big comeback.
Well, if Jake loses the bridges at any point, Mephisto's winning.
Yeah. I mean, and again, do look at Mephisto's control though. Look at how much damage he took over the whole game. That shows you how well he's playing the control decks. I really like the storms. I really like the spear throwers though in this specific type of game mode, with the 50 allowed cards and the air units being one of the bigger problems. You know, the air units being dealt with.
Problem is they don't continue to answer air.
Yeah, but there's only one air unit that you normally have to deal with, right? There's one dragon that is chipping away at your big minions. Well, yeah, Mephisto, nice comeback, even though I thought he would lose this one. By that huge experience advantage Jake had, I just couldn't capitalize on it and couldn't reach the Mana Frenzy. So yeah, Jake versus Mephisto. Round 2. You ready?
Yep.
Right, starting in 3, 2, 1.
Give me those viewers,
Same
Master.
decks,
Get to it.
same arena. Also cheery.
But it's raining.
It's snowing for me.
It's raining for me.
But yeah, you can see the placement that we talked about earlier with the bridge shrine. And you see I think this is one of the biggest and nicest feature that these guys put into the game. That the snow is slowly covering the whole map and slowly taking over everything. I really love that. But yeah, so
Just hang out here in the rain.
So Mephisto did change up his deck. He did tune in a bridge shrine, going for more control and faster experience gain. Wow! What a present. Jake, now protect it. Protect your precious... That is not the protection you want. that is 2 crossbow dudes. That is nothing. Holy shame. Double? Wow, Jake.
Oh,
Not like
sad
this.
face.
Not like this. Is he going like a nasty thing? Like Nasty was the one that played it before, right?
Yeah.
This is... What a shame. Okay, let's hope we get Living Statue, I guess. we have seen that one getting great value. Divine Warrior. I don't think you really need it as a King Puff player. Not against the cards that are
It helps
allowed.
in the early game, but that's about it.
And there's Living Statue now, go! No, go, 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 it's your chance. No, that's not enough damage. Man. Gotta feel bad about this. Jake might have seen this tree, but this Living Statue is not the one you're looking for. 10 damage? Nice. Okay, well, there, great value by that Divine Warrior. That is as much value as you could hope for.
Yeah.
But, you know, this time Mephisto being in the front, and that's Succubus! That is insane! But the blue golem is ready for it, he's just gonna smack her face. There we go. Whoop, there you go.
I like that.
And there she gets knocked off.
Oh, no. Wrong thing for raging reinforcements.
Any other one would have helped so much. Oh, what if Fireball? He didn't hit the dragon though, he should have. That would have been great, but like this, well, okay, he still has a sniper. The whole map being covered in snow now. Another Succubus. It's just as good as you could get, right? That's the best thing you can get from the present. 4 mana Succubus.
Depends on what you're up against.
I mean, what would be your better, like, I don't think there's a better card for him to get.
In this match, it's pretty strong.
Gets another one. Wow. And wow, this is huge. This is good. It's not hitting the, oh, there we go. That one for the Succubus. Oh god, this is great. Succubus getting buffed.
Scary is what this is.
Wow, that is just lucky for him. And that's decent damage, 300. Wow. He's just so lucky.
I heard you like Succubus.
That's insane.
Look, man, I'm telling you, the random cards aren't that random.
It's rigged, man. Jake is just getting whatever he wants, and that's the Succubus. Wizard Puff, nice, that one as well, good. You won that. Getting a little heal on top. Oh, that's Scrad. Can you kill 2? No. That would have been too good. Taking that shield, wow, this shield warrior is getting definitely the value you want. Just taking all the spears, taking the complete brunt of the force of the spear throwers. And that's, wow, what a great spawn at the bottom as well. The Jakes are fire. Oh god, okay, on fire is the right word for firebolt. Yeah.
Very on fire. Yes, agreed.
Wow, I'm faced to getting equally lucky with Raging Reinforcements crossbow dudes.
It was the same thing last game. He kept getting crossbow dudes.
Yeah, but now I think this game is over. I mean, Mephisto has the level 3 Stonebringer. That is so much control on the field. That means no dragon should be allowed to ever reach his phase. Sniper being there. That's just... Nice fireball, clearing everything up.
Oh, trick's off too slow.
Yeah, and I think this one will go to Mephisto because he has the bridge shrines. It's weird though that even though he is playing the Stormbringer and he's playing bridge shrines, he's still behind in experience.
Well, up until this point, Jake had control of the bridges.
I think it's mostly because of the presence and Jake's incredible luck with getting the suckerboys and getting so much value from it.
Yeah,
this is the
that
mana
was
frenzy.
that was a lot of it. Yeah.
That's the mana frenzy that you wanted, and that's everything you need to finish up the game. But Jake is in the mana frenzy as well. Mephisto has a big advantage though that he has bridge shrines to even further speed up the mana gain. And he's control Stormbringer with huge amounts of range units in the back, snipers and...
Jake is just kind of throwing mana away right now. He's playing his blind dates directly in the melee range.
Yeah, everything on one lane just to somehow get one bridge control. But dude, Raging crossbow dude is getting work done. And wow, snipers everywhere. It's just too... I didn't think, but look at the board. It's just barely only ranged units here.
Yeah, and when you're at this point, snipers are going to start doing a lot of work as they don't move and they just keep pecking away.
Yeah, that value, man. That value. Well played by Mephisto and Jake. Even though, for my opinion, I was a little bit weird that Mephisto didn't reach it much faster than Jake. I think he should have with the bridge shrines and, you know, being Stormbringer.
Well, it's not like Stormbringer gets any more. It was a matter of the blind dates were giving him just what Jake needed.
Yeah, I guess.
And once they stopped, that's when he got overrun.
So the next one is Tempox being the loser bracket as well against Hagen Gnome. I don't know, man. Tempox didn't play that well before. I had one game where he just steamrolled, but I think he might have been due to not playing much this last season. But it felt really weird watching him that doing against Sinil. But again, Sinil really caught him by surprise and did a great job at that as well.
Yep.
So yeah, Tempox versus Hagen Gnome. Let's head right in. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Yeah, one of the great things, or horrible things about tournaments is that you can catch someone by surprise by doing an all-in strategy like that. If you do it on ladder, it's going to work once, and they'll get the read on you.
Yeah, indeed. And in tournaments, you can just, you know, have one little bad day, have a little bit of distraction, and everything changes, you know. Hagen Gnome playing Volko with a lot of air units.
Well, that's one way to get the anti-air that Volko needs.
Great value though from the beam. That's triple scrats, man. Both players playing Chow. And the 10 bucks, you know, just being happy here. And the 1,800 damage.
It looks like Timpax figured out that he can have the cleaver hit the opponent's face too.
That is a revelation everybody should get, and indeed is a big one. Yeah, he will just save up a little bit. It doesn't matter about that little bit of damage. I'm not sure if I like this play at the bottom. It's not enough damage, I think. Yeah, especially with a heal. While that is happening, that armor scrat is hitting his face, and it's not doing. It is doing fairly big amount of damage.
Yeah.
Fireball! Oh, it didn't block him! Now that's Hagen Gnome on 4 HP, and 10 bucks is so low though, and that Colossus in his face. Does he do the jump?
That's a beam coming though.
It's gotta be the jump and beam, right? It's just the beam. Does he have the beam?
It has to be soon.
Healing fireball? That's a healing fireball? Oh god, he just needs a fireball. Oh my god, 10 bucks!
No, he killed himself!
Hagen Gnome killed himself!
Please!
Hagen Gnome just used another spell and killed himself due to the how long on the field. Hagen Gnome, you had this one. What the hell? Hagen. Wow. You gotta feel bad for him. Oh god, that was so close. Wow. That is... Oh god. That sucks, man. Hagen, man. Oh god. That must suck. To even rewatch this on stream, man. I feel so sorry for him. Alright.
That's why Xiaolong's good right there. When you forget about it.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. 10 bucks versus Hagen on this second. Oh wait, I did give the point to the wrong one. Wow, Hagen, this hurts. And that's already 900 damage. Hagen, this is not a good start. This is not the start you want. 900 damage, man. And the cleaver still on the field. Is that a Colossus in front of him? Yeah. You gotta watch out for your life total, I guess. And you do have the heavenly fireballs.
Yeah, too bad. Xiao's still up. Not in time.
Not in time. Do you think it would have been worth to take the 150 damage to the face? Just to get that healing fireball off faster? And, you know, having a Colossus with 300 HP on the field?
Probably not. It would have probably been better to just save your mana.
I think so as well. Just saving the mana there, accepting the fact that Colossus is dead. This is Xiaolong doing damage, man. 150 here, 150 there, and now even hitting the face.
Free reign on the face.
Both players are so aggressive in disregard of their own health. The question is one healing fireball enough for that Colossus to do damage while the beam is going to come in?
Maybe. Especially with Colossus going to...
That's an annihilator paired with... Oh no, that's a dead annihilator. And there's Skeleton Revive on the back of it. That's another damage coming. Oh, that fireball, that's it! That's gonna be it!
Oh no.
Wow!
Oh, timing, please.
Wow. But he just had no choice. He had to spawn something against the Skeleton and the Cleaver. He had no options. And yeah, the fireball, man. Hagen. That first blast, though. I feel sorry for Hagen. Otherwise, well played, I guess. But damn, that loss. But those are the fun matches with aggressive matches as well. Both players really not taking much care of the health. They just went for the face. What do you think about Volko being the face thing here?
Eh?
Like, you know, you played Volko and it went for the face, and I mean, I can understand Setsu because the option to jump face later on and just finish off the last bit, but Volko going like face and not defending as a priority.
That's what I do with my bridge deck. Is I ignore anything that goes to my face and I just kill it through purely firebolts. In general, though, you would definitely want to defend yourself against anything that's not swarm based, and especially if it's air.
Yeah, I guess. Alright, next match, Video Gamer vs Durian. Let's head off. 3, 2, 1.
Duel. Prepare yourself.
So, we see Radbo on Video Gamer, and I still don't like it, man. I don't like the Radbo decks in this format.
Yeah, especially when they decide that they want to run Blood Imps.
Blood Imps really still not great value, and I still haven't seen one good Daka.
The way Ratbo needs run in this is he needs to be run with Colossus. And that's like the only way it's going to happen. Otherwise, he's just not strong in this format.
What I need to see is more Daka, indeed. We need to see more Daka. I think that's the great value that Radbo has, right? That's the biggest plus he has, using the Daka.
I mean, you also have the 10 DPS Scrats coming out, which they're very easy to take care of, but when they're hiding behind something big, they can really contribute to a fight.
Yeah, I mean, they always, you know, help out. They always do a little chip damage. They always tank one hit. So overall, they're just great. But I think the real value is that you get to kill a big minion from the opponent for free with the Daka.
I mean, yeah, that's helpful too.
And yeah, you know, see, here this is the first time I see Blood Imps being actually useful, taking care of the armor strats for free, basically. Durian, not much ahead in experience, except actually he's behind in Video Gamer taking care of that. I mean, he's playing really well. You know, having bridge control, having more experience than the KingPuff player that is actually using the bridge shrines.
And it's gonna flip real quick. 2 fireballs were just used, neither of them hit the Blood Imps.
Wow, that dragon just
That
got
was
hammered.
big whip.
That's the Daka we want to see. And yeah, Durian already half HP, but so is Video Gamer. Both really low, considering that, you know, Beam is in the decks of both people probably. And the skeletons, man, they're getting great value.
Kings of pressure.
And now, you know, for Video Gamer, it's going to be really hard to get back on the board. While sorry, for Video Gamer, it's going to be hard. While Durian gets so much value just from being, what? Just from having KingPuff. But why do you think Video Gamer just used 2 fireballs in that? Why didn't he just wait?
He's trying to rush face.
But why didn't he just wait and use 1 fireball until the imps are right in his face? You know, saving 4 mana.
He's trying to rush face.
I mean, okay, if you go for 2 more fireballs now and get them in time, you win, right? But Durian, oh, there's 1. But Durian is on 80 HP, and that's the Cleaver and Video Gamer in his face. Oh my god! What? Yeah, okay, I get. Wow. What a rush, man. He just made an all-in move on that, and it didn't pay off. And Darian was.
It was impatience that lost him that.
And Darian was like, what? 5 experience away from the level 3. So his timing was really tight. He didn't have much time as well.
Well, you can always just contest the bridges and beam face.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the trick. You just have to spend a little bit more mana.
Where are we? Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah. Next game, Video Gamer versus Darian. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Darian and Video Gamer go again for the same deck. And sorry, did I say Darian? I'm horrible. Video Gamer going for the same deck, and Darian, I think, doing a really smart choice. If you see the opponent going face and regardless of his own HP like this, go with a deck that can capitalize and chip away even faster, and that's a sets the face deck. Punishing the opponent for disregarding his life total is insanely good.
Not to mention, all these minions are good for defense.
I mean, I guess you could even play this Sets the Dragoness that we saw earlier. He plays 3 spells already, right? I'm not sure if that's enough. But yeah, jumping here, having Beam, having Fireball, being ready for anything big coming out. That Grenadier value here as well. Wow, that was so much value. Fireball now at the base? No? Oh, I would have thought that he would Fireball that. A constant not knowing if it's a real cleaver or not. Playing it really well, not falling for the fake cleaver.
It's about counting their mana.
Yeah, I guess anybody that is meeting this kind of decks, guys, watch out for the mana and think about, could he have that cleaver ready already again? That's the thing that you have to go for. You have to count, okay, he just used 6 mana. How can there's no way he's gonna have another one. Or, you know, yeah, I guess that's it. What a beam! Wow.
A beam just to kill Shallow.
Yeah, Xiaolong? I mean, he did get the face value, but he took 150 for himself. That cleaver, man, I don't know. You know, he just beamed, right? So we knew that's not a real one. Why would you? I don't know. Try to get it more confusing, I guess. Except for maybe if you want to catch bridges. What a fireball! Wow, that value, and now the cleaver hitting the face and getting tanked by the skeleton. So good for Darian. So good. And Video Gamer now definitely is on the clock. This is the time where Darian can just start going face. 1200 HP is not enough. I mean, we can see Video Gamer spawning little stuff, but not applying real pressure, right? There's nothing dangerous from him.
Yep. He's just kind of hoping that his opponent falls over and he can't get to the face because of that.
I mean, the only danger I see from Video Gamer would be, 1, have an insane amount of units on the field, which he doesn't have the cards for, or 2, have cleaver hit the face. Wrong target, man. You want to hit the cleaver, and now the sets to jump. That's gonna be it. That's the beam ready on the face as well. Wow, fireball in the bottoms. Yeah, and there's a beam. Well played by Darian, taking out Video Gamer in a pretty quick, convincing way.
That was a neat visual glitch too. Hopefully Uncle saw that.
Yeah, so Video Gamer getting knocked out by Darian. Let's see what the next game. Oh, it's Mephisto against me.
You're still in this?
I'm still in, haven't been knocked out. Raked tournament, I guess. And you know, when this happened, I was actually talking to him like how it felt like season 1 when most of the people in top 20 were not really active. I was like, anytime you would go online and play, it was Mephisto versus me, because we were at the same time online, and we would just meet constantly over and over and over and over again. And yeah, it was nice meeting him like after such a long break.
Yeah. I still miss the old season 1.
Yeah. It should be, yeah, it's him versus me, okay. Not doing any mistakes here. Mephisto versus Bahabit, where am I saying this?
16.
416, yeah, okay. Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Duel.
So, KingPuff Controlly against Mephisto Controlly. Legionnaires are such a good card, man. Legionnaires just take the bridges, and both are not ignorable. And like both sides, the top and bottom, you can't ignore it because they're too strong to be ignored.
Yeah, unless you're King Puff.
But you did lose, the shrine.
60 health.
I think the shrine was more of it, and the experience, you know, while not having the middle. Well, yeah, blue golem with a dead card here. That's gonna be beam, getting great value here with a star, with the spear stars as well.
Yeah.
And that one little legionnaire capturing both bridges back, forcing Mephisto to be on the acting side.
Well played infiltration so that it splits.
I think that's a little bit hard as well, because you know we know how, you know, and where to place it, but as it's a spell, you don't see the middle line while placing it. So for new players, it might sometimes be really, really weird to try to place the infiltration in the middle.
Yes.
Now
People mess that up quite often.
protecting that top shrine, but you know, Stormbringer chipping away, and he still has his own shrine, so. And that swap is so good, because now you just deal with one lane and pressure the shrine down, while still holding both bridges, because the air unit's dead on the bridge and lets the legionnaires pass. A little bit too late with a fireball there. And these Undying Skeletons, man, they just prove to be so much value. They just, you know, right now it's dying on the bridge. Okay, alright, Bahabit gets the bridge. But Mephisto will get it back for free later on and can build on it.
Yes. I love the Undying Skeleton. It feels really underrated by a lot of people.
So, man, the Xiaolong not getting much value on this round. And that cleaver swap killing the killing the bridge right there. Swapping actually really useful in this particular match. And that Xiaolong being buffed with 25 bonus damage is just killing that golem. Normally it's neglectable damage, but with that KingPuff buff, that Xiaolong is actually doing a lot. And KingPuff here being 25 experience in the lead, that's really harsh. But again, as we said before, you know, the strength of Stormbringer comes in if he gets level 3. That's when he gets really, really dangerous and really, really strong. And potentially in this specific matchup, stronger than KingPuff. Because most of the time you can't take advantage of the level 3 of KingPuff in this particular matchup. Because it's really great against an all-in push. You can shield that away. But Stormbringer isn't going for an all-in push. Stormbringer is going for small chipping damage. And against that, the KingPuff level 3 is really bad. Well, the level 3 of Stormbringer is just applying constant pressure and yeah, and power on the field. This one not getting much value, I guess. And this is so strong. Like KingPuff propeller scrats, I think that's the biggest thing this tournament. We've seen so many propeller scrats being valuable.
Yeah, propeller scrats have been good for a really long time. They were only recently replaced with the shielded crossbow dudes, which are still miles ahead of them.
Yeah. I mean, shield crossbows just have so much use overall that they're just superior to the flying scrats, but overall flying scrats, especially in KingPuff, are just really good. But yeah, level 3 on KingPuff, level 3 on Stormbringer, but that 60 experience lead is just pushing him on the timer. If Stormbringer can't get to the experience fast now, that Mana Frenzy will kill him.
Well, as long as he can maintain bridge control somehow, the Mana Frenzy won't be that big of a deal. But if he can't maintain bridge control, then he's in a big heap of trouble.
I wish there was a swap back there. Like that cleaver against the golem, there should have been a swap. And it was coming too late, way too late. Playing really inefficient here. And that should have been way faster. Okay, not much value yet. Like he's KingPuff here sitting on Mana Frenzy for quite a long time, but there's not much pressure. Well, now the cleaver though, and the beam. Okay, finishing off the game. Cleaver plus beam, giving the win to KingPuff.
Yeah, without any shrines, you can't apply that much more pressure in Mana Frenzy if you don't have control of both bridges. And that's what we saw there. Mephisto was the one that was... He was doing well enough job contesting that Havoc couldn't apply enough pressure. And that it held out for a while, but the moment that he lost both bridges again, it very quickly became impossible to come back from.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's head into the next match. Havoc versus Mephisto. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Welcome to Minion Master.
Oh, and this is possibly the worst matchup that Milloween could get. I think Milloween's early weakness is so big. She has so many issues with really having on the board. Being a Dragon Nest deck probably. You know, having not much board pressure. And not much bridge control. Really is harsh on Milloween, and then you play against Setsu that is going face. Not promising. Damn,
I think Mephisto is high.
I know, man. You would think I would remember my matches and whatever happened, but to actually, like, everything went by in a flash for me. So actually, I actually have no idea what is happening. I obviously know who's winning when I click on the rematch, but I have no idea what is happening or what happened during the specific matches. Even though you would think that I would have to, know what's going on because I did play them.
Oh, I don't remember the specifics of my matches either.
Taking care of this Cleaver. Without ever reaching phase. Pretty cheap as well. One illusionary Cleaver, one Swarmer. Not too expensive. Shout long push here with a Setsu. Strong damage!
Lots of raging reinforcements with a nest.
And while this is happening, Setsu is losing a lot of HP due to that one dragon pushing his face. and not having real
Yeah.
answers here. The hand is really awkward.
Mephisto would have been better off actually ignoring the Setsu on the field and just going all in on that top lane.
Yeah, I mean, this push does 1,200 damage, 1,300 now. That's really careless of Setsu. And Mephisto actually getting back in experience. But this is a big push. Big push coming in. Mephisto thinking there might be a real cleaver, got faked by it. And while this is happening, taking a lot of damage. 150 damage for the level 1 spell. Dragon chipping away at this cleaver. Oh, that cleaver coming through. And the Swarmer's not killing it. He has to fireball it, yeah. So 800 damage Mephisto now, 840 left, and 880 on Setsu. So, do you think you should go phase right now, or do you think you should play it calm and steady as Setsu?
As Setsu? Let's see. If I have a beam in hand, I would go face. If not, I would play calm. Because
Okay, so
between her full burst, a beam, and a second burst from the reload, that would easily end the game.
So here's the push. Arcane Golden pushing top, but here's the heal on the cleaver, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the answer. Mephisto just used the cleaver, and he shouldn't have any mana now left to deal with this. Yeah. So that's 2-0 for Bahabit, kicking Mephisto out of the tournament. Close match and a really careless attack. Losing a lot of HP, and that's the danger of Setsu, right? Leaving your base, leaving it defenseless, not watching out for your own life total.
Yeah, Mephisto, if he had ignored the Setsu and just gone straight face, that would have been a different match.
I think so as well. Yeah, probably. He could have. He maybe could have even finished it right there. Because Milowee takes ages to kill it by himself, so yeah, it could have maybe been enough. Who are you? Oh, Darian versus Tempax now. Darian versus Tempax, both lose the bracket, still bruise the bracket. Okay. I'm ready. Darian versus Tempax, round 1. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Double Setsu, both really aggressive.
My baby here's got some killing to do.
Both really.
This is the match of the goggles.
Tranquility Shield should win this duel, right? Oh, except
no,
that
the
there's
cleaver.
a cleaver getting in. But wow, this cleaver is that's gonna get dealt with. That imp is doing so much damage. No! Oh wow, that's unfortunate. Is it gonna hit face? No, it's just gonna kill it itself. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna get put
She's
down.
not having any of this. Dude, calm, please. Leave me alone. But Darian playing way more cost effective right now than Tempax. You know, sitting comfortably at both shrines, having the mana in the backhand, Tempax needing to deal with his stuff on the field. I think Darian's already like in a 5 or 6 mana advantage.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good here. He's got that mana advantage, and he's also done a good chunk of health.
Yeah, always gotta check for the real cleaver or cheap cleaver, with cheap units preferably. But this is not enough DPS against that one, right? If you don't put anything there as well more, then it's gonna kill that. Oh wow, last second save by that cleaver. That skeleton already saw the eyes. I saw the light flashing before his eyes. Not quite enough. That beam a little bit too greedy.
It's a little early as well.
Yeah, and $10 taking a lot of damage for it, because Durian was capitalizing it, playing really aggressive here, doing quite a bit of damage. One cleaver hit and the Setsu jump completely in the face. On the back of, you know, still being in the experience lead. I guess, do you think it's important to get level 3 in a matchup like this, or do you think it's just about who can race the enemy faster?
Well, here's the difference between me and most people. I will end you when I can. Everyone else, they're all obsessed with this mana frenzy bullcrap.
So, do you think it would be smart just to just face jump here as Durian, just right now as an example?
As Durian, face jumping with Setsu, when he's got a good push to do it with, that would be the ideal. Not just do it just because you can.
Oh, this is a big push coming in for 10 bucks now. Swarmers on the bottom, Cleaver and Setsu. That's the one that you want. This is one that every Setsu is looking out for. The Cleaver plus Setsu push. And it's working. 1000 damage just off the bat. Now, is there a way to counter push this properly? Setsu jump here. Well, 10 bucks is reloading though, so that's the whole magazine. And probably a second one. No. One shot, one more shot. And here comes the Cleaver, this time not being supported by Setsu.
That was a fairly bad choice of timing.
Yeah, I think this Cleaver is just not getting the value it should. Yeah, enemy Setsu ready to jump? No? Fireball. Yeah, not fast enough, I guess. And that's level 3 for Durian, man. And this level 3.
This is the scary one.
That's done. Now jump. Oh, if Durian uses this and jumps himself,
Yeah.
he should jump right now.
Durian should just go
Jump,
face.
jump.
It'll do so much.
Jump, use the level 3 ability, beam, get the reload. I think he should have ended it there. And now Durian is in beam range. He's in beam range now. Laser, beam, get the instant reload. It's not enough though. 140 damage left.
And then Xiaolong.
Xiaolong.
Oh,
wow!
Xiaolong!
That timing! That timing! 10 bucks being... Wow! 10 bucks knowing that he can finish off Durian with a one fireball, and Durian just in time playing Xiaolong, and 10 bucks having no chance to avoid this one. Already clicked the fireball probably and just takes that 150 damage. Wow! What? Wow, well played, Durian. That nice little ending. I guess that's all you can ask for. Well done, well done.
It didn't have to be that close, but I'll take that.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, Tempus vs Durian, round 2. Let's head right into it. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Minion Masters!
Durian going like, oh no, not this close again, please. Let me play safe, let me play King Puff. Let me chill. But again, the Black-ins. I'm not a fan of them. Getting no value yet, except maybe taking the bridges. But taking the bridges for 200 HP. Man, Cleaver 600 for nothing, basically. That Cleaver volley was insane, right? It killed the skeleton on top and 600 damage to the face. That's a dream. Yeah, top fight being decided pretty fairly. And Durian has nothing against the air. I mean, he's King Puff still, but I don't see much air countering from him. Durian, man. Having the dragon, yes. Nice swap there. securing that little bridge control, killing that imp for free. So the dragon is his only anti-air, and that would make me really scared, man. Cleaver on top, counter cleaver spawned, taking a one hit, I guess.
The Whelp's gonna get a lot of damage in.
Wow. 10 bucks just taking so much damage for nothing here right now. It's just, is this nothing that you should get damaged by? No, not like this, not in the amount he is. That cleaver value, again, killing the opponent cleaver and getting another hit. Normally Dirian should be at least life total, right? He should be the one getting chipped away by Setsu. But at the moment he's in complete control of the game. Spawning the cleaver really efficiently, having the bridges, having bridge shrine, and chipping away at 10 bucks health. Even though he's the one using blood imps. I guess it comes down to him really using the dragon whelp efficiently. Definitely a thing. Ow, what a miss.
Oh.
But yeah, Dirian's dragon whelps are using. They're just incredibly valuable in this matchup. And oh, that beam. No, it's too late. It's too late.
No, but the Whelp will still get a lot of damage in.
That's done on.
Especially with that swap.
Wow, and this is going to be cleaver trade, right? Cleaver trade. Wow, Dirian's cleavers, man, they are insane. They're getting so much value. He's just ready for every hit that he. And 10 bucks is nothing to tank it. Oh, he does. Okay, not enough though. Swarmers. Okay, at least this time it doesn't reach face. But wow, Dirian's cleaver value is just on point. Level 3 already, well, 10% 85 experience. Oh god, this is so ballsy, man. I guess he can use the firearms like this since he's King Puff. But yeah. Thank you very much, moderators. Thanks. I didn't see all of it, but if I only see like
This game.
oh, this cleaver, man, this cleaver. Dirian not taking any damage, but oh god, 10 bucks just barely holding on to his life. I don't see why Dirian is not just going face right now. Beam, just beam twice. You're safe. You can just ignore everything on the field. You're King Puff.
That's some value right there.
Yeah, well played by Dirian. Well played. Dirian, you know, taking 2-0 against 10 bucks, kicking him out of the tournament, and I still think this is partly to do with 10 bucks, you know, as we saw last tournament, he's not active in ladder for 2 months now. I think a lot of it comes down to practice. If you miss out on that a lot, you don't have the routine that a player like Dirian has right now. So yeah, Dirian kicking out 10 bucks of the tournament. And next one would be Kazleriko against Terra Ravine. Though as we said earlier, guys, Kazleriko did use unallowed cards. In this particular case, it was a rammer against me against Bad Habit. And the way we handled it, because the tournament was already in progress and Bad Habit already played against Paco and Mephisto, we said, okay, it's too far already, so we're gonna let it handle it this way. Kazleriko forfeits the match against Terra Ravine, getting dropped down to lose a bracket because of the use of unallowed cards. So the next match we're gonna cast is Sinil against Rush Second. And I'm really happy about this one, because Sinil, I don't know, I'm a big fan of him on this tournament. I like the innovative decks that he's using.
He's all index.
Yeah, but they come by a complete surprise. You know, they definitely are just coming out of nowhere. You don't expect them, and then suddenly your HP is gone. You know, so one moment you're fine, next moment you're wrecked. So yeah, let's see what he has in store this time. Cynil versus Rush Second.
59.
359. Okay, yeah. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Have we seen him use this deck already? I don't think so. Cynil having. Oh wait, I think we saw that one. Yeah, it's a triple Colossus, like Colossus triple heal fireball. That's a really awkward starting hand though. Not the one you wish for. That's the Colossus though. Setsu and Snap.
We have not seen this deck yet.
Damn, this sucks to be Cynil here. Like he has such an awkward hand. He can't really deal with the strats. Is he gonna? Yeah. And the back of Colossus being supported by infiltrators, immediately countered by the Legionnaires. You know, Colossus getting 2 hits in, and that's all good, but that's not enough value, to be honest.
That's triple healing fireball.
Yeah, but he put it all in, and now he's on the back foot. Didn't have both bridges. He lost a lot of experience, and now has no way to answer what is in his face right now. So that is a really greedy play by him, and he gets punished hard for it by Rush Second. Good beam here, I would say, countering the bridge shrine. You know, doing 400 damage to the face, especially with a Setsu, that's what you want. And yeah, definitely not want to get further behind in experience.
I do love a good upgrade.
But yeah, Rush Second knows what's coming. Does he have a beam though? Did we see a beam yet? There it is. Oh wow. What a value.
Good news
beam.
is he has 3 healing fireballs to help soak up this damage.
Still, and there's a lot of damage coming in. Oh, boom!
Now get me some chest.
Colossus showing why he is fucking huge and has this big hammer. Cynil, wow, he can Dragon's heal fireball? Yeah, that's insane. That is so much value there. If he now jumps with Setsu behind the Colossus, that's insane protection for them. And this push is just straight up dangerous. That swap, nice swap there, stunned here. Legionnaires doing a lot of damage. Setsu being really aggressive here, jumping in the face with the dragons in the back. 500 HP, that's not enough. Now, oh wow, that infiltration. He needs one more shot. That's the beam range. That's everything he needs. Rush Second is on 360 HP. That's the beam. That's the finish.
Rush just got rushed down.
Wow. Well played, Cynil. Came from the back of a Colossus, hitting those blood imps. That's the turning point, I think. And those blood imps really giving him the window and the option to push for the winning push. All right, next match. Let's head right in. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Cynil, yeah, showing us again what he's going for. He's switching the deck up every round. He's going with weird decks that Rush Second can't anticipate. Yeah. Thank you, Dan. Guys, please stay nice in chat. This is a fun tournament, and this is supposed to be open for everybody, and it's supposed to be a nice, enjoyable run for everyone. Wow! Well played here, Cynil, man. He's coming out of nowhere from me, but this play, the beam, taking out perfectly the Legionnaires and the face, and getting the cleaver hit on the face as well. Well done.
Rocking the Leto deck.
Nice swap here from Rush Second. That great value here as well. So who do you favor in this one? We know Rush Second has great skill, but Sinil has insane dex building skills and is showing us what a great player he is over and over again.
I will take the player that shows variety over the player that plays the same deck every game, every time.
So let's see if he gets off, if Sinil can make this happen. Definitely off a great start, right? That propeller scrat, nice 0 mana feature here. Cleaver knows it's real. Not getting too much value yet. I mean, killing the bridge shrine, yeah, is good. But other than that, that's not enough value. He needed more. Rush Second being ahead in experience. I don't know. It's not looking good for Sinil right here. Wow!
No, it's definitely not with that.
That puts him behind so far. There was one fireball killing 8 mana on the back of having both bridges. That's a Rush Second. Oh no. Is that the beam? Is that the beam? Yeah, he gave him way too much time for that. We knew he had it on his hand ready again, and that's gotta be, that's it. That's Sinil's game. He's gone. He's at 45 experience. If he had the shield totem, this might have been different, but he doesn't have it yet. So Rush Second goes beam one more time, and this one is over. Nice little swap there. Wow, nice illusionary cleaver and fireball coming in too late. So yeah, one hit from that dragon and you're gone. That's the hit. That's the beam now. 45, F54 mana is not enough. Yeah, there's the beam. Well played by Rush Second, and a little careless. Yeah, he each lost to 3 really well timed fireballs by Rush, and should have just, I don't know, didn't lose his cool. I don't know.
Rush was never really behind in that game. He had, like, the opening push was the only part that he was ever behind, and after that, he was leading the whole way.
Yeah. Alright, next game coming up, Rush vs Sinil. Maybe talk us a little bit about their decision making. What do you think they were thinking? What do you think why they choose the decks they do with this?
What, Sasha?
Like Sasha.
He's just taking a die and just rolling it, and he's going, all right, that's the deck I play.
Sounds reasonable. And Rush Second, I mean, he swapped the deck again as well. Why do you think he went APEP now and not staying with KingPuff? KingPuff is a safe pick, or should be.
Without me.
Roll out the big gun.
Wow, I mean, that was great value fireball here by Sinil, great start. But again, in disregard of the whole map, of the bridge control. And Rush Second having a field fireball. Oh, God. Wow. Nice Spiritmancer. Yeah, Blastmancer. What do you think about Heal Puff, and why is it not used more in this tournament? I think many people are using Blood Imps, but not the Heal Puff to support it.
People seem to be struggling to maintain pressure on the other side. It's part of the problem. If they were using more of, say, double Undying Skeleton, they'd find that they were able to keep the pressure on the opponent's side of the field easier, and that would give them a lot more opportunity to use their heal puff to heal up.
Oh, that's a big explosion coming in. Nice value there. But yeah, I think that is a good point there. You know, trying to keep up the pressure, maybe with Undying Skeletons. Bannerman, oh god. Wow. Wow, Sinil just plays into Rush Second's fireballs. It seems like Rush Second always had the really nice fireball ready for that when it's happening. And Sinnoh just, cycling right into it.
And healing puffs are getting their worth.
Definitely for 2 mana. What do you think? How much mana or how much damage is worth your own health? How much mana would you say is worth like 100 health or 200?
That 2 mana.
So you would say like 1 mana is 100 health? About?
No. I would say 2 mana giving you 100 health is probably a good feeling. If you were to look at it as pure damage return, then we would probably be looking at about 75 health. So just 3 ticks, 3 seconds of it on the bridge.
Yeah, I guess, but that would mean that a cleaver hit would mean 6 mana, just 1 hit is worth. And
I was referring more into spells.
Yeah.
What fireball is worth.
Wow, again, that fireball. That fireball value, man. Sinnoh, it seems like just no way to get through to Rush Second, and I mean that these fireballs, the Blot Imps just killed Sinnoh, right? The Blot Imps are just such a great risk, and Sinnoh just getting punished for playing these.
Right.
So yeah, we're getting down to the loser bracket. Casarico versus Dirian. Remember, Casarico just dropped down, so he's still unbeaten.
Technically,
yeah. I guess I don't know. King Puff, Heel Puff. As long as it captures a bridge, it's already pretty much worth it, right? For 2 mana capturing a bridge, that's at least if it holds it for a little bit, and then getting any value from it, it's just any heal is just good, right?
pretty much. I mean, if it just a few seconds is all it needs to really help you out.
Yeah, I guess as well. Like it gets value so fast, but a lot of times you can't apply the pressure, or it can't. And this times we didn't see enough pressure being applied, so that it stays on the board. So that really hurt him.
He was still getting at least 100 health every time he played.
Yeah, on this one, on this specific match, it did great value. But against the matches before, we saw a lot of times people didn't have the pressure or the protection up, so it immediately got picked off as soon as it reached the bridge. But this one, Rush Second played really well. So yeah, next match, Dirian vs Casarico. You ready?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Give me those viewers.
Wow, and Casarico using Mordor. Man, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, yeah, Mordor on a game like this, on the format specifically as well.
I like Mordor. There are a lot of swarms coming into play here. He's kind of bad when it comes to answering a thing like a whelp or armored scrats, but for all the propellers and swarmers, junk like that, he's really good at clearing all those out.
Yeah, we see a lot of small, cheap minions, and yeah, just for a second, just noting else for the rounding up that argument we just had. Heal Puff for free. He got that for the 2 mana free card from APAP, which makes it even greater, right? It got about 700, 800 health back that round for 0 mana. Definitely a great card to pick up. So yeah, Mordor, I think Mordor should sound so random sometimes. Oh, what a greedy beam! So greedy, and getting punished for it.
I don't know what you mean by random at all. It's all about timing.
Yeah, I guess referring random to about the opponent deck, that can counter mortar so hard fast. And I mean, Wizard Puff. What do you think? Like, Wizard Puff is a great card overall, right? But we don't see it being played at all in Leather. Basically, I don't think any top 20 deck really plays it.
It's almost strictly a Mordar card. There are a certain set of cards that just perform better in Mordar's hands than in anybody else's hands, because just giving them a second life can do so much for you. You know, you look at something like Blue Golem and you're like, that card sucks because it's countered immediately by Beam and everybody runs Beam. Well, in Mordar's hands, you use that Beam on the Blue Golem, it dies, and suddenly you have 2 more Blue Golems to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they get Frenzy, right? That's just 50% movement speed on those big minions. Red Golem, Blue Golem, Colossus, whatever. It's just really, really heavy.
Now, the problem with Kaz's Mordar here is that his tombstones aren't reviving anything. They're tanking, which that's okay, but he's not getting anything off the back of it either.
Yeah, he's not able to really punish the opponent. Nice swap for Kaz though. That swap really punished him. Punished Durian. I don't know why he didn't beam there at the bottom here. Oh,
because he wanted that res.
I guess they're worth it now. Yeah, this is a great spot for a tombstone now. I mean, there's not much else on the. Oh wow, beam here, not fireball. Wow, just in time the tombstone getting ready for that revive. 1 second later, 1 second earlier, that Cleaver would have died and then would have gotten nothing. This is really great. But now level 3. Oh, nice beam, nice timing. But I think it would have been better to
res again.
Yeah, but I think it would have been better to, you know, just capture the bridge. I mean, you're King Puff, right? I think that beam was a little bit unnecessary. Yeah, and now with 2 tombstones in play, that's where Mordar really gets value, because now you start to dictate what is going to revive. With 1, the opponent can have a really nice overview, but with 2, there's nearly always one up.
But unfortunately what's happening here is he rezzed a pair of armored scrats from his tombstones.
Yeah, that feels bad, man. But Durian, you know, having level 3 doesn't get much value from it at all. It's not able to hold the bridge. Now 2 tombstones coming up, and oh god, this red. You have to capture the bridge, dude. Cleaver hitting the time. Wow. Wow. So I don't think Durian got any value from his level 3, and he wasn't able to push against Castle Rico at all. At least not probably.
Those cleavers, they just kept coming.
Wow, man, this Cleaver Revive is definitely, like, any Cleaver Revive is insane. 6 mana, just being more on the board is just insane.
Mm-hmm. It's a massive swing. It's, you know, 6 mana for 0, and then you've got these Cleavers running into these Undyings that they just one-shot.
Alright, yeah, let's see. Second round, Durian versus Costa Rica. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. It was obviously really well played by Costa Rica as well. He just used his cards so efficient. Not much value by Wizard Puff, but that Cleaver definitely got great value. And the Dragon Whelps as well.
Back to our Stun Lancers.
Yeah, switching to Rabbo. Man, the Stun Lancers got really great value against me when he played them earlier. Let's see if Durian is able to handle them better. Oh, that beam. I guess it's correctly used, right? Just beam away before the Cleaver reaches the bridge. Get the value from it. 6 mana for 6 is fine.
Better than taking it to the face.
definitely. Now we see Darian already on the back foot. I feel he's behind in mana, and Kazariko is just capitalizing on the bridges here, catching both bridges. Oh, never mind. Both people using Undying Skeleton though, as you said, that's applying a lot of pressure and, you know, chip damage over the whole course of the game. That stun lancer value and the range of them, splitting them up nicely. Cleaver's not hitting it, right? It's been stunned before, yeah.
Nope. Yeah. The stun lancer is just able to stop the cleaver.
And now stun lancer hitting Darian's face, you know, just stunning Setsu a little bit longer. Dragon killing the cleaver at the top. Wow, they value stun lancers, man. They just barely bought enough time for the cleaver to hit Darian's face just right, and with a lot of damage. And
that stun lancer interrupted the reload.
Yeah.
Just a final insult as a goodbye.
Wow, I mean, the stun lancers really proved to be powerful.
Oh, this is a good move here. The Setsu that's vulnerable on the field, not able to do anything, while Stormers go to the face, deal their massive DPS.
Yeah, man, it's just really, really nice. I mean, if you can lock down Setsu on the field by the low DPS swarmers, low DPS stun lancers, that feels bad. You just feel so helpless, right? Lucky for Darian, you are able to kill them with a fireball. Imagine it being like 160 HP units.
Well, one of the strongest combos with stun lancers is the reboomer, and the reason it's so strong is if you use chain lightning, the stun lancers don't die. If you use fireball, then the reboomer doesn't die. Either way, they cannot be answered with one spell unless that spell is beam.
Yeah, that sounds logical. Sounds like a good, reasonable thing. I mean, but still, stun lancer was 20 HP, should be not much worse. But since they have such a huge minion range, melee range, they are valuable in that case. Still, even though it's 20 HP, they still do their job really superbly. Normally, yes. Oh god, that's the beam, right? That's the beam for Kaz. That's the finish. Well played, man. Kazariko dominating Darian. Wow. Kazariko just showing us again why he is considered, or was considered in the first tournament, one of the favorites. Never really pulled through though.
Kaz is always the favorite. Every tournament.
Didn't pull through though. Now, Habit against Sinalil. So yeah, it's Sinalil. So yeah, let's see if one of those crazy decks is able to pull through again. Rush Second really played him out well. And I don't know, man, that just, if they play them correctly like he did before, they are just so strong. I especially like the one where he saved up for ages and released those three bombers just like after a minute of the game or something, with a Setsu jump coming out of nowhere. That was just such a great move and such a great play of him. So yeah, Sinalil, what is bad habit? Round 1, let's go. 3, 2, 1. So yeah, that's definitely a Setsu deck. Might be the one with the triple bombers against King Puff, which is exceptionally well us dealing with those. 75 damage. Maybe he can tank with the Setsu, and then they still do a lot of damage.
Got the triple heal ball, Colossus deck.
Okay, that's the that's the triple heal. So the option here is to just slowly chip away and maybe beam with the beam the infiltration. No. Oh, swapping it away. Okay, that's just as well. Dealing with the infiltration at the top. Yeah, and that Colossus is not enough HP to be of any danger. So he'll fireball come too late.
3 healing balls.
Oh wow, just in time. And that dragon is not enough. It punished it a little bit, 150 HP every spell, but that's not enough DPS. That's so many hits. Definitely underestimated the triple heal fireball, and that tactic definitely worked here. Jump. You know,
Only problem is Xiaolong did so much damage as well.
Yeah, Xiaolong definitely punishing for the heal fireball and the legionnaires in the face of Setsu here. But yeah, definitely the tactic worked out, right? It just worked really well. That Colossus stayed in that face forever.
Unfortunately, Colossus is on the wrong side.
One hit from
Got a
the
long
cleaver,
way to walk.
and that's the beam. 2 hits by the cleaver and the beam. Wow, that's 1,000 damage just gone there, and that really puts him on the clock. So Sinil now really needs to rush the face. He needs to find an answer to quickly end this game, which is really hard against KingPuff and the British Inspiration. Yeah. Wow, what a miss! What a miss! That fireball should have had that infiltration and the dragon, not the nest. They are the bigger danger. Healing fireball being a dead card here, but that's another 300 HP gone. Sinil has to go for the face. He needs to find that last bit of damage that he needs.
He's not gonna find it with the Xiaolong out.
Wow, just barely missing the 400 beam window and getting punished for it hard. Yeah.
We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Close one, and not having the answer for the Legionnaires both times. The Legionnaires did really great work here, and yeah, just missing a little bit of damage here to finish off the game. Yeah, so still against Habit the second. Yeah, here we go. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Duel.
Double Setsu. And Xiaolong again. But this is, I think, the hand that Habit has right now is exactly what you want to Setsu, right? Cleaver, infiltration, Xiaolong, and Setsu jump maybe. Setting up for a huge attack.
Meanwhile, we got Colossus and triple heal ball for Sasha.
So yeah, that's Colossus. And yeah, Habitat is really clunky here. I mean, the infiltration can deal with him. Cycling for the dragon quickly. Cleaver on the dag. Fireball. Fast enough to clear nest and dragon. Illusionary Cleaver buying a little bit more time for the infiltration. Oh god, these hiding fireballs. But you know, one dragon is just enough to just chip away enough. I think they're wasted right now. Too aggressive.
That infiltration definitely wasn't worth.
Yeah.
That was just here's 150 more damage.
Wow, that is really costly beam. I mean, I cleared 4 mana. Not good enough, I think.
Well, sometimes you have to take an inefficient trade to stay alive.
Yeah, and the nests, you know, the nest's not getting any value, right? The nest's already getting fireballed. And this cleaver needs to be answered right now. That's 300. And infiltration right behind it. You need to have an answer right now. Oh god,
Perfectly placed Colossus.
It was really, really well placed. It hit the infiltration and the cleaver as well. The Deceiver still got value though with the healing fireball as well off the back, and Colossus already being nearly dead because the dragon just chipping away. 150 damage, Xiaolong there. Here's a dragon, and that's an instant answer with the fireball.
Yeah, this was not the deck to play a second time in a row.
Yeah, I wish that he would change up and maybe went for a random, face deck. Considering the deck that we have right now, Setsu, we have Infiltration and Fireball. Those two answers for the bombers. If you play the bomber deck and waited for a timing where the Fireball is not available, that would have been devastating, and I think that could have won him the game. Now this... no, healing fireball left. It's quite some damage. Maybe even going face there would have been smarter as well. Oh yeah, he's completely not in control of the deck. This is a big push coming in. Cleaver,
And this just went the wrong direction.
yeah, and that's enough. That he just didn't have the mana. He doesn't have the mana for defending, and there's again the perfect cycle counter against the Dragon Nest. No way to survive this one. So yeah, well played. But not enough. A shame that with such innovative decks, he gets kicked out. Definitely had a great tournament with Sinaloa. So match 26 is played. Match 27 is Rico versus Bad Habit. So that's the rematch.
Did you disqualify him again here?
So here, I know, as Bad Habit, I didn't want to deal with Rico because he's, freaking annoying. So I just gave myself the win. Yeah, that's what happened.
What a loser.
I wish. No. We played this match, and this was a rematch, and as I said, Rico and me, we talked a little bit during the tournament, and we had no hard feelings, or I didn't have any hard feelings. Shit happens, and if you do it on purpose, that's a different thing. He just, was tired and just forgot about it. So yeah, I was really scared against facing Rico because I know how good he is, and I was really sitting in my seat here. It was one of the few matches where I really, really wanted complete tryhard, where I was really on my edge of the seat and just tried to think and play as best I could, because already being in the loser bracket, I really didn't want to get kicked out in my own tournament. I knew people would never let me down on stream, like, oh wow, Habit, look at this, you lost so fast. That's why after the first time I lost and was down in loser bracket, I was basically sitting in front of my chair sweating and then just trying to not lose any matches. And that's the moment I really went try hard. So yeah, Rico versus me. It's 450, right?
Yes.
Alright. So let's start in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Gold!
We got the gold. We got the gold. We're ready to go. So yeah, KingPuff against Rico. And one thing I really like about Rico going here, he changed his deck after every match. He didn't play a deck twice, as far as I could see. He just made every round he made a completely different deck. And I just had my 3 pre-built decks. One was the Milloween deck, one the KingPuff, and one the Setsu deck. And while Milloween didn't work out, I just stick to KingPuff and Setsu here.
Where's the fun if you don't make a new deck every round?
I know, I guess I wasn't going for the fun once I got down to the loser bracket. I was, then there was Sinaloa as an example. I know he's a frequent watcher of my stream, and I knew if I was losing against him, he would just, every time greet me every morning and like, hey, Hamad, do you remember that one time you lost in the tournament against me? So I just went full tryout, I guess. So yeah, Xiaolong, I really enjoyed playing Xiaolong. Xiaolong is a really, really nice card, I think. I like the animation as well, getting punished and having the feedback of 150 damage every time you use a spell.
He needs to be unnerved. It needs to make that fucking shotgun blast sound every time you played a spell. That just scared the hell out of you and you fell out of your chair every time you played something.
Having the secondary fight the scared shot. Yeah, both players here being on equal footing, both having the same experience amount. Well, again, I think that Stormbringer definitely capitalizes on having that switching up the units. I guess bringing them out of fireball range. But Fire Imp is such a good counter against Legionnaires.
Especially how he burns their corpses to make sure that they're dead.
Just having none of it. Counter Cleaver, I guess it's always an option, right? But I just never feel happy doing it. Yeah, Legionnaires here, top spawn 4 of them, getting immediately punished for it. Trying to hit the shrine, but didn't hit it. So Rico losing a lot of HP already, even though he was doing really well earlier. Now 20 experience behind, both bridges on Habit's side, and yeah, the shrine up.
Yeah, I blame this terrible hero, Stormbringer. Yeah, he's awful.
I think one of the main reasons is that every time he played Tranquil Shiho, he just got punished so hard for it. Every time he just got instantly answered by the Cleaver, 500 damage. And this Cleaver is just getting so much value. And
yeah, he did not have a proper answer for Cleaver this time around. Showing.
Yeah, KingPuff being level 3 now, but we saw before how that went. Swapping away here from the Annihilator, saving those Legionnaires, and since he's Stormbringer, he really needs to answer those. Unlucky, losing the Annihilator on the bottom. Nice fireball, just a little bit too late. And yeah, that's the moment when he's getting put on the clock. Anytime you go below 800 HP against the beam deck, you know you really have to hurry up. And I don't think he has the push power here. Those swaps really denied the AoE that he actually plays against the Legionnaires, and requiring a second time to answer the Legionnaires. poor Fire Imp.
That was too much.
Yeah, and there's the second beam, not on the hand. Yeah, deciding the first game for KingPuff, and while that happened, not taking much damage here. I mean, the game, while it was equal at the start, Rico just didn't get any damage in, while as KingPuff was able to just slowly and steady just chip away here and there.
Well, that Cleaver was just doing so much work. No matter, like, Kaz just did not have the answer for it, and it just kept chipping away at all the units, and Kaz's entire goal just became kill the Cleaver instead of, hit the face. It was kill the Cleaver. How the hell am I going to deal with this Cleaver?
Yeah, and as soon as he dealt with one, there was a second one on the way. Just really unfortunate. And Legionnaires just always capturing the bridges, demanding 2 answers by the swaps. So yeah, let's see if Rico can come back from this. Second match. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. And yeah, KingPuff switched out for Setsu and Stormbringer out for APAP. Kill the streamer, thank you guys. Yeah, Undying Skeleton here. We saw before that it's such a good card right now in this tournament, in this format. But I think as well, in this tournament, I think there's 3 really, really valuable cards. And those are all flying for me. I think the most valuable cards are all flying units. The Dragon, the Xiaolong, and the Propeller Scrats. Wow, and then now Infiltration in the back of Cleaver, getting healed here.
And once again, Kaz is struggling to answer the cleaver.
So many hits. That healing fireball supporting him as well. And there's a Setsu jump. That one's bad though. Just immediately getting killed by Cleaver. And actually building up stuff like that happens. Is so bad for the one that's playing Setsu, because you give the Cleaver player time to support his Cleaver. Fortunately for me, Kazurika didn't support his Cleaver, and it's getting an easy kill. Gets a 0 mana Shock Rock from the Setsu gift though, so that's a really good one. So yeah, the Cleaver volume, man. What is the best counter against Cleaver, you would say, in the allowed set of cards?
Blue Golem.
Even though we have the beam here on this field.
I don't care about no beam. Like, if you want to bring a second card in, I can bring a healing ball in.
No, okay. Yeah, I guess.
And at that point, I'm spending 8 mana to counter your 12 mana, and that sounds worth it to me.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Again, I think giving the amount of cards that you have right now, I think Swarmers is probably the best answer you can have on your hand against Cleaver. Buying a lot of time, being 3 cards, you know. So this one...
The problem is it's so easily answered by other things. You know, Fireball, Infiltration, which have its running here.
Yeah.
Blue Golem does not have these answers.
Wow, that was such a quick clear down the bottom. And the shield is gone. Feeling Fireball, just missing the Setsu and the Cleaver. That is lucky, because that would have been an insane push. But yeah, being behind on experience so far, Kazurika really needs to have a cheap way to capture his bridges. I think he's missing that right now. And it's really costing him. Now, great counter at the bottom lane. Annihilator could be dealing with that, but gets fireballed, and this is just unfortunate for that Cleaver. Yeah, Setsu jumping to the face here, trying to get a sneaky little push in there in the back. Unfortunately getting shielded. And having a push coming in on myself. Still Setsu so strong. Heal Fireball for reload? No. Shame. Aggressive beam here, and I don't know, man. This is 10 HP.
This is over. I mean,
not an illusionary Cleaver finish, but that's a fireball.
Fireball.
Costa Rica getting kicked out of the tournament. Probably a rigged game.
Definitely a rigged game.
So yeah. Well played. And
You made Kaz submit his deck to you so that you could make the perfect counter. We all saw it.
Yeah, definitely. He wanted to give me an easy time. He made me win, right? That's just how nice of a guy he is.
I mean, you saw he kept playing Blood Imps into you.
Yeah, I mean, Blood Imps, you know, being a free win, right?
Free win for the other person.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so Rush second against Terra, right? Yeah, that's the one. So this is semi-finals. Whoever wins this one, advances to the finals, and yeah, needs to be beaten twice by the winner of the loser bracket to yeah. So let's see who is the one to put in to get into the finals first. Terra Ravine or Rush second. Starting the game in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Duel. Honor and rage.
So we play King Puff against Volko. Terra Ravine playing Volko every round now, and I still don't like it.
Definitely not in this format.
Yeah, I see we on the same one here. Illusionary Cleaver, nice dealing with the Propeller Scrads. What do you think about that fireball on the Sniper Scrad?
Well, if he didn't do it, he would have had to keep dealing with it chipping away at his units because he would have never walked forward. It's one of those things where it's going to be inefficient, but you need to do it.
Yeah, I guess denying the Sniper Scrad any value. I mean, it's 3 mana, right? And you place 4, and you get 150 damage to the face. I guess we can consider this a value play as well.
Yeah. Since it hit face, that's what made it worth.
Damn, the cheese killing all the minions going to the face. And Legionnaires being answered by Volko just himself, you know, Volko just doesn't honor the Legionnaires, he just, you know, wrecks them. And Xiaolong, really nice value here. 150 damage to the face as well, dealing with the Propeller Scrats. Double Fireball, man, on the hand of Rush second. I'm not sure I really like it. Double Fireball I think might be a little bit too much.
Well, it's about making sure you have the answer in case the other person plays double nest.
Yeah, I mean, if you see the enemy player playing double nest, you get default win by just playing double fireball, because you answer the one win condition that the opponent has. So anything you play is gonna be efficient, because the opponent then has a lot of spells, right, and not really many big minions in the Dragon Nest.
Especially in this, with the 50 cards that we have, it's not like they can fall back to a Whirly or a Succubus.
Again, the bridge swap getting punished for 150 damage. Xiaolong doing 300 damage to the face. Mod is protecting that heal, that little dragon.
Yeah, Rush is taking a lot of damage from the Xiaolongs in this match. That's 600 damage just from Backlash so far.
No, that's actually more, I think. Wait, no, 600. Yeah, you're right. My bad. So yeah, I think Rush second, kind of controlling the match, but somehow getting chipped. Not only, and big
It's
part of that.
Xiaolongs.
Yeah, I mean, big part of that is Xiaolong, and definitely getting punished for that. Nice fireball. Should have hit that dragon as well.
Missed the whelp. If
Yeah.
it hit the whelp, Terra would be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I don't think Terra had any other answer on the hand to deal with 6 Propeller Scrats, so that would have been insanely valuable. Yeah, unfortunate for Rush second, it's not happening. Druid getting great value, level 3 King Puff ability gets insane value here. Protecting a lot of damage, negating so much. Yeah, and he wants to make sure that he doesn't take more damage from the Xiaolong. It's safe though as well, using the spell, using the infiltration, because he is, you know, King Puff. Nice swab there, good job taking care of that opposing dragon. Damn, those skeletons, you see them everywhere, 4 of them on the field. Terra pushing that, like having nice pressure here. And now level 3 plus 100 damage. Now, do you think there's a way to capitalize on the level 3 KingPuff ability here, or do you think just Volko is straight up better level 3?
Capitalize it for who?
Like, as a KingPuff player, you know, level 3 is obviously an important stage, but now Volko's level 3 as well, so who's your favorite? Who's in favor right now? Until they reach Mana Frenzy, of course.
KingPuff. Just because of the fact that Terra is only really depending on the skeletons.
Oh, but these skeletons
They're
are
the
doing a lot of
only
damage
thing
right
that
now.
are really making it to the face.
Wow, look at this. Wow, that was a lot of damage, man. A lot of damage we didn't expect. But
Part of the problem here is that Rush isn't getting the fights at the bridges. If he can manage to do that, he's going to find no problem winning the rest of the game.
I think huge issue here as well is that Terra Ravine has propeller scrads, which are really cheap now, but with double damage, they are actually really dangerous. You know, they're trading really, really well for him. And those Undying Skeletons just block the bridges for ages. They are so good blockers. Yep. So here's the Mana Frenzy. Can he make it? Oh, that burning bridges, man, taking away that. And he can't get the bridge. He's not getting on the bridge. Terra Ravine getting the value from the skeletons, I think. Able to just block the bridge with the skeletons not moving an inch. Yeah, well played by Terra, man. Great value from Volko. Even though he did take a lot of damage due to air units, he was able to chip away with the Xiaolong and then finishing it off with great damage of, you know, skeletons having no problems pushing through and propeller scrats being insane valuable. So yeah, Terra versus Rush second round. Let's go. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Minion Masters. Let's go.
Both players sticking to the same hero and deck, presumably.
You know what? I see what's happening here. They're you know, playing out your title card.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're actually they prepared for this. They wanted to play and making sure that
This
KingPuff,
is rigged.
Yeah, I paid them for this. Dude, can you please play KingPuff on the left and Volko on the right? You know, just make sure that they will look cool on stream. And they were like, yeah, sure. Just give us each 100 euros and we'll do anything. So yeah, pretty cheap for me. Because as we all know, streamers are rich and, you know, get tons of money for streaming.
So Rush says that he meant to pick APEP for this.
Oh, you meant to actually switch?
Uh-huh.
That happened actually to me as well. I did redo a match with before because I picked a deck and it took the real deck but didn't take the according hero to it. And we redid the match because I immediately told the opponent. But yeah. Sometimes it just didn't change the deck for me immediately.
Yeah, that's what he was saying had happened to him.
Man, the Blood Imps value at the top is not enough, I think. Took so much damage against that. And Double Dragon, man. Double Dragon and Propeller Scrats is just so dangerous, especially against Volko, man. I mean, Terra has the Sniper and that Dragon. Again, both spawn at the same time. This is so dangerous. I really don't like that play. He just played both anti-air minions. Why do you think he's doing that? Is he just trying to kill it faster? Or does he expect one to be answered? Or just panicking?
Talking about what specifically?
Like spawning the sniper and the dragon at the same time, having both anti-air answers that he has on the field at the same second, potentially being cleared.
The sniper was already there. He threw down the to try and answer faster, and it could have gone really poorly had that fireball hit both. But if he left them both up, if he didn't throw down one, that's a lot of time for those air units to do damage, especially when there's a pair of whelps there.
Yeah, I guess. It's just so risky, and it's the second time we see this happening, right? Wow, this shell long at the bottom is so much value. It's been alive for ages. Illusionary Q is just... Wow, look at this value! Insane. A nice snake druid, man, as well. That snake druid just chipping away for ages, man. Protecting King Puff. Following his duty, man. Wow. These small 3 mana cards are getting so much value. Both legendary. So obviously it's pay to win.
Obviously.
Damn, this legendary value is insane. I really like the sniper spread here for Terra though. I really need some anti-air, and it's a decent one. And really a secure one because it's so slow on the back with huge range. One that sticks to the board for a longer time than the small propeller scrats that could be another, you know, anti-air. So yeah, here comes the snake druids getting again damaged for the swap. 150 damage. Wow, this is so long. Now, this time though, Rush Second did way better on the experience wise, and Terra Veen already being behind 30 experience. Again, it's not the strength of King. Like, it is obviously strong for King Puff to be level 3, but that's not making his field stronger, right? He's still missing the answer and still missing the power to push. While Terra Ravine has these undying skeletons that are constantly applying pressure.
Yeah. But Rush is starting to answer the skeletons sooner, so he's going to be able to start pushing out here soon. Only problem is the shells are just doing so much work.
Yeah, well, that's just insane. I guess they did 20 damage each hit, right? It's not enough just by himself to be actually strong, but the amount of time he's alive and the amount of, you know, you're scared, you don't want to take 150 damage every time you play a spell. It just makes him really awkward to play against.
Yep.
And he's exceptionally good against those, two sniper squads protecting that shot on. Nice done. Nicely done. But you just don't want to... It's just so slow. You don't want to swap if you don't have to. You don't want to fireball if you don't have to. Now 2 on the field. And now Volkul's level 3 as well. So this has just got potentially way more dangerous really, really fast. We just see a repeat of last time, right? The last round went exactly like this. And then the scrats, the undying skeletons pushed in and finished it off.
The only difference is that we have a 60 EXP difference from last game.
Indeed. Wow, Rush Second, you're really, really dangerous, man. You need to get on that bridge. What a good swap there. Great swap, and while being shielded up, hopefully taking no damage and capturing the bridges. Ravine needs to keep those bridges captured. Oh god, that's so much damage coming in. Those rampage minions, rampage skeletons right in front of his days, dying, getting revived. Don't forget about that one, Rush. There's one dead right in front of your face. And every dragon being rampaged for Terra.
Yeah, another big difference that we have from last time is that the fighting is taking place at the bridge as opposed to in the middle of the field.
And now, you know, every area that comes through is just it's still such a huge danger to Terra Ravine, making him to play awkward. And Rush Second stabilizes really well. And there he goes, the Mana Frenzy. Now he should be able to close this off, right? He should be able to play this carefully enough. I think Terra Ravine is getting too greedy here right now. He's just trying to push that last little bit of damage. Hasn't been able to because Rush Second is playing the bridges so well. Constantly.
But he's got that extra mana from having the bridges as well. Because we're in Mana Frenzy. So now everything's slowly working towards the face.
Damn. Terra Ravine just slowly getting chipped away by the air units. The air units just being his doom, his boon. Oh, and there's the fireball. Finishing it off. Rush Second controlling this game really nicely. Having some struggles at the start, but getting back to it convincingly and really showing off what kind of caliber of player he is in the end. Just completely controlling the game, taking no damage while he has level 3. Especially when you focused up in this end.
Yeah, it was all that fighting on the bridge that really won it. And last time they were fighting about 2 inches away from the bridge, and that was why he got overpowered last time. This time on the bridge, Inspire, GG, easy.
Indeed, man. Alright, so last round. The loser of this match drops down to the loser bracket to play against Bad Habit. Let's say Terra Ravine versus Rush Second, round 3. 3, 2, 1.
Masters, get dueling!
Feel the light of Aether.
So, a King Puff, this time was Infiltration. He didn't use that last round, right? No, Rush Second didn't have Infiltration.
It's definitely a different deck from last time.
So I guess he switched it in because he noticed how much damage he took against the air units and how many propeller squads are there. And maybe to finish up that last little bit of health, right? Terra Ravine was sitting on low HP for ages. And that Infiltration can do. Nice kill, nice sniper. Nice bridge swap, taking both bridges, getting experience lead. Yeah, just playing the experience game really, really well, while still doing damage to Terra. But this Snake Druid, man, it's just so good. It's getting so much value, blocking all those skeletons, which potentially otherwise would chip away. You know, against any other deck, these guys would have done a lot of damage. But against Rush Second Snake Druid, they are just really inefficient.
Well, most other people would also be running a cleaver in its place, so arguable.
The thing is though that they're so slow that the druid is sticking on your side of the field for ages, you know, protecting you for way longer than a cleaver would.
Yeah.
So yeah, Fireball and Beam in his hand. Wow, he's playing his Kratz at the top, capturing the bridge again. He's playing that control game really, really well. Wow, what a great Fireball. I think it could have still hit the mana shrine, the experience shrine. Yeah. One thing I really don't like is that Terra Ravine spawns the snipers always next to his hero. I would at least try to spawn him outside the fireball zone.
It's not... I mean... If you have something else that your opponent would want to fireball, it's fine.
Nice shield here. Shooting a lot of damage, a lot of chip damage. I think these two play so control-like, they just chip away, and that's a boomer.
Free boomer.
Is that the card you want here?
No, not really. I mean, it'll answer the Legionnaires, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess Infiltration is just not getting any of it. Snake Turret, Illusionary Cleaver, nah. I don't think we'll see much value from the boomer here at all. Wow, nice kaijing there, the Undying Skeleton. Second one in place already though, killing those infiltrators. Well done there. And I feel like Xiaolong is just getting so much value each round. Well, look at this! Look at this one again. Again, Snake Tree just stopping that skeleton and being so slow. It's gonna start the second one as well. Oh, here comes the boomer value. Oh god. And yeah, wow, that Snake Druid. Look at that value, man. Killing 1, killing 2, killing 3, killing 4. Yeah, it's just perfect timing. Finally, something coming in. The Sniper Scrat and the Fire Scrat to deal with it. But wow, for 3 mana and just in time stopping it before it reaches the Experience Shrine. Wow, MVP for me here. Definitely the Druid. So, I guess this comes down to what Terra gets from the level 3, right?
Possible.
Or do you think it's already decided who's winning?
Let me see.
I don't think that. God. I think it really comes down to that level 3. Did he just shoot the Dragon Nest? Wow, that is so good. 0 mana Dragon Nest is insane. That is so good. How many spells does he have? Let's see. He has Fireball.
What?
Does he have Beam? Wow, what a great Annihilator. Great Annihilator. Saving him so much damage. Wow. The Dragon Nest, that's a Fireball. So does he have more spells? Wow! Rush second!
I'm pretty sure he does it.
Wow, what a sick hit from Rush second Fireball, killing the Annihilator and the Nest. Well, yeah, I think you're right, man. Terra, that feels so bad. He gets probably arguably one of the best 4 drops for free that you could get in this matchup, and you can't really use it. At least not probably. That being Rush second, just comfortably sitting at the bridge shrines, controlling this game so easily, it seems. Shame. What a shame. Nice Fireball here, but that's not gonna save him. It's Mana Frenzy time against the deck that plays Bridge Shrine. That's gonna be the swap. No, it doesn't even need to swap. Plasma Marines on the bridge, man, they shred. Yeah. Wow. I mean, in this game, definitely MVPs like Xiaolong and the Druid. Is there a level 4 minion that could have won Terra the game? I don't know. I don't think so.
Sure there was. He could have got a 4 mana Blind Date, which became a Gax.
Right, Gax winning the game. Maybe, yeah, actually, 0 mana Blind Date.
I mean, look at his deck. Like, Gax would clear all of that except for the Legionnaires.
Yeah, you're right, yeah. Yeah, so well played by Rush second, and you know, that's gonna mean Terra drops down and Rush advances to the finals the first time well, in this tournament, and the third time of his tournament participating, he gets to advance to the finals and not breaking the rules. So Rush second, give it up, guys, for him reaching the finals. And finally,
I think I can find a reason to disqualify him. Give me a few minutes here.
Alright, I'm going to give you a few. While that is going on, and while Dipshit is trying to get Rush second kicked out of the tournament, we will tune in to the game Terra Ravine against Bad Habit. Let me set this up. Lucky for me, I only need to change one name now. Alright. Okay, we're ready. Terra Ravine versus Bat Habit, round 1, starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Terra Ravine playing against the Golden King Puff deck.
More Volko.
And again, I just don't like him. I don't like the Volko. But you know, I've tweeted the Zeppelin Rush thing. Nice. Nice, man. That is such a good play. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, so, wow, what an insane start here for Terra. Putting so much pressure, capturing both bridges, Sniper, Xiao Lung pushing in. Yeah, that's good. Xiao Lung just getting knocked out by that Cheese of Doom. It's always good to see that Cheese of Doom getting thrown by King Puff.
It's a frying pan for me.
Yeah, so that's why you're not called frying pan, man. Psh. Always gotta be the cheese, man. Always. I wish they're like, if the skins actually drop on this game, I just hope they put great King Puff skins in that throws different stuff. And I hope just, you know, one King Puff sitting in plushies of maybe Puff plushies around him and just throws puffs at everybody or something like that. So right now there's pretty balanced. Cleaver coming in. Does he have a good answer for that? I don't think he has. His own Cleaver, but that's gonna be... That's still 2 hits, right? Yeah, that's 2 hits by the Cleaver.
To the
and that beam.
and a beam.
Oh god.
That was a quick 1,000.
It feels so bad. Every time you're forced to play the Cleaver to defend yourself, and you want to be playing it effectively, so you wait for the opponent Cleaver to hit your face, and then you get punished by the beam. That hurts. And now Terra Ravine, 750 HP, being on the double beam timer. Nice fireball here, clearing that Legionnaires, getting the bridge control. Sniper at
And
the
here's
top.
Cleaver. Sorry, illusory.
Just kidding, you know. Yeah, Terra, good job at noticing that it's just a fake one and not committing any resources to it. But here comes the real one, and that's another 150 damage. 1 hit and he's dead. 1 hit and he's dead. Okay, the Swarmer's being unanswered by any spells from Habit. And that Cleaver, fortunately for Terra, doesn't connect. But, you know, 2 hits of these Legionnaires are enough to clear. There's the beam, and that's the second beam cycle now. Just go for the cycle to win the game. Terra really needs to make this one happen big time. Has the Cleaver at the top, has Scratch, has... This can be a decisive push. Can he support the Cleaver? Can he save him? No. Has nothing against the Legionnaires killing that Cleaver. And Xiao Lung. And here's the Doom. Beam of Doom in the hand of Habit. That's gonna be the game. Terra Ravine losing this one. Having a really good last push, but yeah, just having no answer again on the Cleavers.
Don't worry, I sent the GG puff for you.
Thank you very much. I've got a puff plushie. Wait, what? No. Wait, I've been asking Uncle for a puff plushie for ages. Shippy, if you have one, make a picture of it and post it on the stream, man. If you have that, I'm gonna be so jealous, and I'm gonna have a serious talk about Uncle about this. Alright, so back to the game. Terra Ravine against Bad Habit. Terra Ravine being down one match. So let's see if he can get his way back to a rematch against Rush second, and yeah, getting back into the final. Yeah, starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So yeah, I think a great way to start off the match is here having the little swarmers, you know, 2 mana, capturing both bridges, forcing the opponent. We see Terra Ravine playing the Dragon Nest Setsu, and he actually is kind of famous, I would say, for playing this one, because he played that last season to great success.
If you say so. Soul Stealer, please.
Soul Stealer coming in. Not much targets for it. Oh, healing fireball just too late. Not many targets for that though, right? The swarmers being the only proper targets for him.
I do love a good upgrade.
Yeah, Terra already taking 1000 damage before the 1 minute mark. That's rough. Fireball. Dealing with the Legionnaires again, not splitting up. Yeah, so dragons, man. The dragons are great, right? The Dragon Nest overall is a great card and definitely works against a lot of decks in this format. But right now, not being the value card. He prepared. This deck seems so good against Swarm, and while his Setsu is pushing, there's Legionnaires pushing in the back. So much damage, and not Legionnaires, sorry, Infiltrators. If I played a Swarm deck here, this would have been GG already. Soul Stealer plus Spiritmancer. Oof. That would be a harsh one. Wow. Succubus from the present, doing so much damage in the back of this. Oh wow, this is starting to be a really aggressive race, really fast. Both players just pushing for that little finish damage here. 700 against 1200. Infiltration being ready here on Setsu's hand on the left. Nothing against the Dragon Nest here. Fireball's not ready. Infiltration on top, just going for the face damage. That's 100. 150. Not quite enough for the beam yet. There comes the Setsu jump. That's 400. That's below 400. That's beam range. So it's just a cycle away. That's a buffed up Legionnaire at the top though. Setsu jumping from Terra. Oh god, this is really close, man. Where's the beam that we need? Fireball coming in. Habit being on 400 HP. Rampage Fighter here. Rampage Warrior and Spiritmancer, 400 HP. Oh god, if that beam comes out from Terra Ravine, this is over. Oh, 170. That Warrior, so close. Here comes the jump. Jump on Terra Ravine here. 160, 120. 80, 40, and there's a fireball closing up this game. 6-stack Spiritmancer ready to finish this game for Terra, but just slightly not fast enough. And wow, just such a close game, man. God, I wish I remember all the games.
Won the game.
I just wish I remember all this game. Like I remember having close games. I don't know against who or when they were, man. I was so spaced out during this tournament. Great game, Terra Ravine. Well played, man. That is such a nice Setsu race. That's what Setsu games should look like. Setsu race after race. Nice. Yeah, my Setsu deck didn't even run beam, so I couldn't even cycle for that. I just forgot about that. So yeah, wow. So, Rush Second against Bad Habit is a finale, and yeah. So Rush Second hasn't lost a single match yet, right? He's been steady, going for it. He's never reaching loser brackets, so he's doing really, really well. Let's see. Overall, he lost 2 rounds in the whole tournament. Rush Second lost one round against Sinil and 1 against Terra. So that is pretty sick. Well played by him. So yeah, Terra Ravine, well played. Taking 3rd place in the tournament. Well done. Alright, so Rush Second versus Bad Habit. You ready? First match at 5:22. I'm gonna let you try to take over here, and then, you know, maybe being a little more quiet since it is matches from me. So yeah. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I mean, I'm just looking at the fact that it's your tournament and you're in the finals. Clearly rigged.
Clearly rigged. Putting myself in
And
the loser
as
bracket.
such, I'm going to have to disqualify Rush for you, especially if he loses, because that's super rigged.
So if he loses, you're gonna disqualify him.
That's right.
Okay. Well, that
For
is
conspiring with you.
that's pretty harsh, man. Pretty harsh. So yeah, this is the finale. May Bad Habit coming from the loser bracket, and Rush Second from the winner bracket. So he's free to lose one more time. Like he can lose 1 match against me, and I have to win 2 against him if I actually want to take the title of champion.
No fireball?
No fireball, instead spawning bridge shrines here. Bridge shrines on both both sides. Illusionary cleavers having the showdown in the bottom.
I remember this fight. It causes the game to crash.
Right, we're lucky that isn't happening. But for anyone that didn't know, before there was a time when illusionary cleavers, anytime illusionary cleaver would hit illusionary cleaver, it would crash the game.
Well, there's actually anything that would cause an effect similar to that, like illusory on illusory, illusory on defenso, illusory on blood imps was an interesting one too.
So Rush Second having 2 shrines here up, and you know, already taking 750 damage. Oh wait, I can't count. 650. Never mind. 1050. Trying to replicate the snake droid value that he got last round, but this round he's not playing against Undying
There's
Skeletons.
not nearly as much single big units.
Wow, that was a really, really bad infiltration spawn there. Just getting cleared off instantly, 5 mile lost, and that's going to be quite some damage here. It's 200, 300, 400, 400 damage, man, and he's still in the game though. He's still on the experience, fine. Just took a lot of chip damage here though. Illusionary Cleaver being dealt with. Holding all the Legionnaires to one side, which is actually really good for him, right? You can Fireball, you can just answer him cheaper. Throw it
He
here.
doesn't have one though.
He's not playing Fireball?
Nah, it's not in his hand. It's not coming up anytime soon.
Oh, okay. You watch it from his perspective?
Yes, because I'm not you.
Okay. Oh, that Xiao Long chip again. 1002 HP, every chip damage is really hurting. Again, 150 from the Fireball. He needs to deal with that Cleaver fast. That's Cleaver's coming for the face. Oh, and that's level 3. So now he's secure, right? He got the experience lead and immediately puts another shrine on the field. And level 3, you know, making him secure against the Cleavers. And that's where it really is good against, right? The King Puff level 3 is just so good against Cleavers. Because you can predict the damage when it's going to come in. And it's just one big hit that you need to counter every time.
But he doesn't exactly have the best opportunities to deal damage himself.
Yeah, he's lacking offensive power at this point. Wow, and this is the Cleaver hit that... Wow, 300 damage. Still though, he's 10 experience, 15 experience ahead. He just needs to watch out for that beam, potential finish. Well, 430, he's still fine, but it's getting close to it.
And that was a dodge of the Fireball.
Yeah, really nicely done there.
That was huge.
And that's a lot of damage here coming in.
That's game.
Oh wow, that's 70 damage.
Oh,
Fireball, Fireball.
Please.
Oh, and not controlling the bridges, man. And taking the first win for Bad Habit. That's unfortunate. Yeah, he just couldn't get on the board, right? He was on constant pressure for the whole time, just trying to deal with one Cleaver after another, and just trying to find a way there. Did stabilize at the point when he reached level 3. Did control the bridges, had an experience, but then lost his cool in just one moment, and you know that swap and protection of the Legionnaires. Alright, so yeah, let's head into the second game. Rush second versus Bad Habit. Done in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Duel.
Double nest.
Oh, double nest deck. And King Puff only has one Fireball in his deck. So if you don't commit too much on one, you might get value from the second one. Yeah, here's the bait. The first one, he knows the Fireball is there. Plays the second one. Well done, Mirage second. Completely knowing what is going on. Reading the opponent's hand and knowing exactly what's going to happen.
Was that good on him or was that bad on Habit for falling for it anyway?
Thing is though, the distance on the upper one was too far to hit both with a Fireball, and you have to deal with it anyway.
No attack.
I still think I would repeat that play. Just Fireball it as soon as you can. And hit in the face by that as well. 150 damage to the face is always good. Both players on equal footing HP wise, both players losing already quite a bit of damage to little chip units. Fireball dealing with that infiltration and hitting the face. That's expensive for a second.
Oh, back to the top.
Yeah, but still, like level 2 reached by KingPuff, while Setsu's at 35 experience. You're being story up. No answer for the dragons though, and that's 4 on the field now. Raging reinforcements here. That was 5, and Setsu. That's 6 dragons on the field.
Yeah, but Fireball hasn't been used yet.
Yeah, no fireball on the hand though. Beam will have to manage it. It is really, really costly.
Costly, but worth.
Yeah, but wow, what a nice fireball miss for Habit. Because, you know, that if that fireball hit that dragon, that would have been, again, another 150, 200 damage. Lucky for him, it did miss. And the dragon is still alive. Chasing that Stormer. And we see Rush second. I think the biggest weakness of his deck right now is that he has no cheap way to capture the bridges. His way of capturing bridges now has been twice or 3 times trying to capture it with infiltration. And Legionnaire is just a perfect answer for it. And while all this is happening, Xiaolong in the back, really, really being an awkward card to play against as a Dragoness player. On that cleave rating phase, he's going for the value play. I don't think you should at this point. Your life is in danger, you're low HP, you are dead.
Yeah.
Trying to go for the value play with the Dragoness, and that's 2-0 for Bad Habit.
Yeah, that's definitely a disqualification.
Yeah, I think that is reason for disqualifying him from the game. I mean, you know, playing really weird dragons. So yeah, that's 2-0 for Bad Habit. But because Rush second didn't lose a match yet, and Bad Habit comes
Record
from,
flip.
Indeed, man, he comes from the lose record, so Rush second gets a second chance. 2-0 though. That's harsh to come back from. So yeah, let's head into the next game. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Let's duel.
Oh, he's got his own Legionnaires this time.
Copy Pastorino, Meta decking, Rush second. Well, I guess, you know, the safest bet to win against an opponent that you think you're better at would be just to copy his deck each round, right?
Not really. I mean, your opponent's probably going to know their deck better than you do. The real trick here is how many Legionnaires he's running.
Yeah, I guess having 2 is a really, really strong option here. And that double swap. Both players singing the same, trying to get rid of the dragons. Wow, what a finish for Rush second.
Push and shove.
And that's a lot of damage here on Habit. The top bridge not being contested yet. And that's a mirror play. Though the blue is in favor here because he spawned his first. So even if they both trade equally, he would get the bridge capture. So second has 2. Never mind. 2 illusionaries at the bottom, duking it out. Bridge Shrine being spawned. I'm not sure if this is a smart move. What do you think about beaming the face and the shrine? You think it's worth it, or you think it's a waste?
Depends if you need the beam to answer something else. If you don't, then it's fine. It's 400 damage. That's quite a lot.
So we did this twice, did 800 damage with that. Did kill the shrines. Oh, what a great fireball here. Honestly, the Legionnaires, we see this happen so many times. Legionnaires and 150 damage to the face. Both players getting King Puff level 3. And now Illusionary Cleaver getting buffed with the Bridge Shrine actually deals 25 damage. The inspiration buff can really help here. And it's definitely a thing that you need to account for.
Inspire OP.
And there's another Bridge Shrine next to the hero again. Swapping here away from the Legionnaires, trying to save that that Cleaver. That's so much damage put into that Cleaver. 2 Legionnaire squads. Nice counter here for Rush Second, just using an Illusionary to just save a little bit of health. Both players on equal footing, HP wise and experience wise. Really close match here. And really control-y. I guess that's what King Puff is about, right?
It's one of the things he's about.
Illusionary Cleaver gets Inspire, yes, and does 25 damage then if he's on the bridge. Not the explosion damage, but the basic attack damage, indeed. Nice swap damage, like nice swaps here. Not as much value as you could get. Like Xiao Long definitely being dealt with easy here. I guess it comes down, like both players play the same deck, right? Is there any difference here right now? He plays Snake Druid. What different do I play? Oh wait, Snake Druid and Annihilator. Up like Xiao Long, and I don't know what the other card is that way switch.
I'm not sure offhand.
Maybe Propeller Scrats? No, he plays that as well. Both play Dragon, both play Propeller Scrats. Cleaver, both play that. Illusionary, both, right?
I'm not sure he has a real cleaver, does he?
Wait, does he? I don't think he has, right? He plays the illusion. He plays the.
Yeah, he has a illusory, but I don't think he has a real one.
Yeah, so he changed in the real cleaver for the Annihilator and. Oh, okay. Okay, so now both players are really still on equal footing. They same damage, same experience, and yeah, just great game here to be honest. Rush Second definitely recovering from the 2-0 loss before, which was pretty fast as well. Now definitely playing.
He doesn't have beam either.
So Mana Frenzy here for blue and for red at the same time. Both players now in the same frenzy. And Habit not using it. Oh, now he is. Okay. Fireball on the... Just a little bit too late that swap to hit the Fireball on the Legionnaires and the Annihilator. Awkward hands here to spawn, I guess. Not much anti-air. Xiao Long though. Great card here with a range. Fireball. Getting answered by his own Fireball. Damn, but Rush Second
Pretty
is...
sure the Annihilator is going to make more difference here.
Yeah, Annihilator being an expensive, really great value card. And Rush Second being ahead in the shrines. But this is a huge cluster fight. But the Annihilator in the bag, the ranged unit is just so much value that it's not able, you're not able to counter that.
Well, the difference is he's going for your shrines while you're not. So he's just got more mana to use at this point.
Well, and the cleaver value is going to 0. There's no value from cleaver here, but Annihilator gets you huge amounts of value. So that is definitely a smart tech in there. If it gets to Mana Frenzy, definitely the better one. So yeah, definitely shows like both players on equal footing here, and that Annihilator just being a really smart choice and definitely deciding a game. So yeah, Rush second versus Bad Habit the second. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Both players switching up decks. Setsu versus Apep. Swarmers actually losing against the... Wait, Blood Imps are as strong as Swarmers, right? Exactly as strong. Yeah.
Yes. Just not as fast.
Armored Scratch here at the bottom. Armored, yeah, you know what I mean. Armored Swarmer. Elite Swarmer. Getting wrecked here by the Cleaver, but Rush second definitely knows now this is the real Cleaver. Probably is able to answer it without much cost. Ooh, that's a dragon, but that's Blood Imps that a Cleaver is happy to hit. No problem. Heal Fireball, a second hit, that's 600 damage. And against a Setsu deck, that's exactly what you want to see. You expect to be behind on experience normally. You don't play for the experience shrine or experience bridge lead, whatever you want to call it. You expect for the chip damage. You play for any HP advantage that you can get. Getting below 1000 HP, jump the face.
More or less.
Using Setsu here as a tank. Defending really, really well here, saving your own life total. But definitely losing the experience game. And that is a lot of experience going here. That's 2 bridges being held by Rush for ages. It seems like Rush is playing a similar deck to before that he played with KingPuff. A little bit more aggressive, a little bit more cheaper units with the Swarmers and Blood Imps, and took out the Annihilator, right?
Yeah. He's changed a good 40 to 50% of the deck.
Still core cards staying the same. Dragon, Legionnaire, Scrats, Illusionary Cleaver to kill the small stuff. Being a cheap small cycle card. What did he actually get for 2 mana for free?
I wasn't paying attention. I was trolling the chat.
Alright. So yeah, already taking a lot of damage as Setsu. Trying to get more push power into the enemy, you know, trying to chip down him. But that Cleaver now being healed up with Setsu, we talked about this earlier as well. This is the combo that you want. Having Cleaver and Setsu backing him up. That's the dream damage combo that you want as a Setsu player. That's so much damage and you can support it really, really well.
It was a free Elite Stormer.
Ah, okay. There we see. And that's a lot of damage from second on second. That's 1000. And that Xiaolong, you know, just slowly chipping away, staying on the field, being annoying, and chipping away 150 every time you use the spell.
That illusory didn't catch anything.
Yeah, just running through. Using the jump defensively, even though the Rush Second is of 550 HP, I don't think that was a smart one. Should have jumped the opposing phase at 600 or below HP. You should definitely go more aggressive.
I would just get shield totemed.
So here's the Infiltrator Squad a little bit too early for my liking. Nice fireball value at the top. Shield Totem getting killed right now. And that could be a cleaver. No, not going face. Setsu immediately coming back on the field, already through the deck, cycling really fast. And the shield as well, wow. So Dragon not fast enough. And oh god, that's a shield totem gone, and that's 3 blood names. That's fireball bottoms, yeah.
It's another unfortunate 4 mana pickup. The Dragon Nest once again.
That's really unfortunate. Dragon Nest, normally considered a really good card, but if you don't have enough spells to back it up, it's just not worth it. So that's 1-1 in the finale. Rush second versus Bad Habit, and this is the last deciding match. Whoever wins this match is the winner and champion of the 4th KingPuffCup that we host. And this is, I mean, as close as a finale as we can get, right? Taking out the first one, getting to the last match, and yeah, so we get the maximum amount of matches. Let's see how this is turning out. Bad Habit or Rush second winning the tournament. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
I saw that comment by Rush. He just said that he's throwing this match.
The fight is on.
So Setsu again against the KingPuff. The KingPuff won Rush second, the first one of this match. And definitely I think a safer pick than APEP. Getting punished by getting bad draws by APEP can be really annoying. But as well, the 2 mana free card can be insanely valuable as well. Like getting a stint in a matchup like this could be insane. Fireball, both bridges kept by Setsu. Nice early start, but the bridge Shrine of Rush second keeps them pretty much on equal footing still. Dealing with that though, Bridge Shrine gone for 5 mana, being a really expensive clear. That sets a jump coming a little bit too late and leaving the base open completely. Stupid swarmer spawns all over the place.
Oh, wow.
So much waste.
I'm not sure who's trying to throw here anymore.
So much waste, so much damage gone. 1000 damage, nice fireball clearing the dragon. 1500 unneeded damage. That could have been killed by those 2 swarmers if Setsu waited a few more seconds. Yeah, and there's the bridge shrine again. And as well, exactly happening what I said earlier. You know, what we could clear against infiltration, capturing the bridges? Legionnaires. So now the tables have turned. Rush second using exactly what I said before, that is effective and should be the thing for him. Double Legionnaire, basically reversed roles, and basically just playing the deck that I was playing before, with a little change up of the Annihilator, which is definitely a smart choice here against all this swarm happening on this game and this specific format. Wow, Propeller Scrat's doing a really good job clearing that dragon. And that's 150 damage. Thank you very much. Nice illusionary at the top. Bottom getting cleared as well really quickly. By using the Setsu jump a second time though, killing that bridge shrine. Noticing that Setsu behind on experience this far is really, really bad. You can be behind some, but if you're behind some, you need to have put in chip damage. You know, this game could be fine if the life totals would be reversed. Right now, this is looking really grim for Setsu.
Yeah, there's not much hope here. This is that opening play really hurt, and we're not making any ground back from that point either.
Yeah, that opening play, putting him behind in the experience and life total, and most important, the mana. You're behind in mana, and then yeah, really bad heal. But you're behind in mana, and that means the opponent can answer your cards more effectively than you can answer his cards. Nice retarget here by the Legionnaires, pushing themselves away, killing the Swarmers at the top. Really unfortunate, doing 400 damage that is not unnecessary and cost due to that shitty little feature. And yeah, being behind on mana really puts you off. It makes it really hard to come back if the opponent then keeps his cool and plays it properly. Fireball nicely clearing the infiltration at the top. Cleaver won't get much value, except if he gets healed. Claw shield, knowing that that cleaver at the bottom is not real, not committing too much. Nice dragon at the bottom though. Double Legionnaire is such a pain to deal with, and the cleaver not being the right choice here for that.
Even with all that play, still didn't manage to get to the face, much less get there without the immunity up.
Yeah, I mean, Cleaver is definitely a good card here. Overall being a great card to push for the phase, but Second just is able to deal with it so cost efficient. Nice swaps here, really showing off skill, getting value from the Scrats, from the Provider Scrats and the Dragon Nest. Being in Mana Frenzy now, being way ahead. You know, Setsu level 3 could change potentially a great game. You know, could get you back into it if the opponent is kind of low. You know, he's able to get a really nice push here. Yeah, and that's the finish. Rush second, taking the last one, taking the last round convincingly to him, just crushing me, and yeah, turning this finally into a 2-3 win due to his really great performance and great plays here, especially nice bridge swaps in the end. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think that really that the first play, the Swarmer play at the top, then the 1000 damage there lost the game?
Didn't lose the game. No, but it did not help at all.
So
it set you way behind, but the play following, you still weren't able to get to the face to do any real damage. So it could have just kept going like that forever, and you would have still lost.
So yeah, let's get Rush Second's opinion on this. He's joining us on Discord right now. Rush Second, man. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hey, let me mute the stream. So, okay, there we go. I was hearing you twice, or I was going to hear you twice. Anyways, hey.
Man, winning this tournament and, you know, for the first time without breaking any rules, how does it feel?
Yes, I feel so redeemed. Finally, I made it all the way through without ruining everything.
Man.
Oh, man.
Really, I guess you've read those rules like 5 times just to make sure you...
Pretty much, yeah. And I, like, double, triple checked every single deck change I made to make sure it was on the allowed list.
So yeah, how did you... Actually, didn't ask you before. How did you feel after, you know, the first match that we played, the first finally, getting crushed 2-0? Were you like... Did you say, okay, well, shit, you know, having a second chance, no problem? Or...
Pretty much. I kind of knew the problem. The infiltration was not working out for me. The Dragon Nest, of course, was a mistake. I just figured if I kept to the strengths that I knew I could do, then I'd still have a good chance of winning. So I didn't really let it phase me that much.
Yeah, okay. Because I really, like, every time I would lose a game, I was just totally panicking.
No, I panic in games. Once the game's over, I'm just like, whew, okay, what did I do wrong? Let's see what I can fix. Like...
Yeah, I mean, you completely crushed me, especially the last game, giving me no chance to get in there. You know, little misplays, obviously.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
was surprised how well that last game went. To be fair, I mean, the first game was epic in that final match where we both hit Mana Frenzy. Wow, it's just one of the best games I've ever played. In fact,
What do you think?
well done on that.
I mean, what do you think won you the game? Especially the last one. You know, before, I mean, we played just overall pretty equal on the King Puff match. Second one was unfortunate. I think most of the time you didn't anticipate the
Misplaying the Blood Imps
Yeah.
and not playing against Cleavers there was what got me on the second
Yeah.
game. The third game, I think, just like this format wasn't very friendly towards Setsu. I think switching to Setsu was not a good call. I think the King Puff is just an objectively better master for that style of play that I think we were both going for. So that was one thing. And of course, I had a few little different cards in our decks. Like I had like 2 Legionnaires and no Cleaver and the Snake Druid and stuff like that. Little things that added up to being a decisive advantage.
Yeah, I think so as well. That was, and definitely nice. One of the big things as well, definitely great rich swaps there from you, getting value from that, and you know that is just so important if you get 0 mana value from that.
Yeah, I finally started getting pretty good bridge swaps this late into the tournament, which is good. I'm glad I like started getting better as the tournament went on. Because I was afraid I might get worse because of being tired from getting up at 6 a.m. to play in this tourney.
Yeah. So yeah, let me close up the stream. One more thing though. Thank you very much for joining Rush Second.
Thank you for hosting and casting the games. It was really fun to play, and I look forward to the next one.
Sure thing, man. Let's make sure I'm gonna post you the rules for.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue reading them really hard. Just
You know what? I
scanning
got it.
everything line for line. So
The reason Rush second
Make
is
sure that,
disqualified.
you know,
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, he
What?
didn't come in second. His name says second. He's disqualified.
Yeah, for lying to everybody. Damn. Other than that, though, you know, I'm gonna send out the keys to the rewards as soon as I get them. Me taking second place, I'm gonna give my key away for on the stream next weekend probably. So anybody that is interested in winning 1,500 keys, 1,500 rubies, is free to join probably next weekend. I'll announce it though on Discord and probably Twitter as well.
alright, yeah,
Yeah.
sounds good. I mean, I got 2,000 rubies too. I don't know what to do with them.
Wow, and just looking at that Shippy, guys, if you haven't seen that, you gotta spam Beta Dwarf to make us these little cute puffs, man. Shippy already has one made by his sister-in-law, and definitely looks awesome. I'm so jealous of that. Good job of having this, man.
Yeah, looks adorable.
Alright.
Hug it tightly as you go to sleep at night.
Exactly. Otherwise, it's free to come over here and I'll hug it too. As
It'll
much
give you mana in your dreams.
Yeah. So thank you, Dipshit, for joining me on streaming as well. Thank you for really, making the stream that much better with you here.
Wow, I'm here.
Indeed. You both did a very good job.
All right. Thank you guys for watching and have a good evening.